As always, he's late to his own streams. Imagine that. So we're going to watch the Daily Wrap first. First, let me share. It will let me. No, okay. Alright, shared out. Let's do this. Time to make fun of the pig roach. Always a good time.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 8th of October, 2023. A unique streaming day and a unique content day. It's
So unique, guys, where he made no money. Womp womp.
literally 10:35 p.m. I'm still here in the office. I'm still filming and working. Very long day for me, but thankfully, a cool day. The temperatures here in Washington finally are getting back to what they should be for the autumn. In fact, it's going to dip a ton tomorrow and further in the week. We're supposed to have rain.
It's been the low 70s. It's been high 60s, low 70s all week. Now, it's been long suspected that he doesn't have water in his water bottle. It's alcohol. Guess what alcohol makes you feel like? Alcohol makes you feel hotter. So, guys, I always feel so hot in my office, guys. I always feel so hot. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be all the alcohol you're drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning your time? Jackass.
Rain and exactly what we wanted for autumn. Thank God.
And there you go. He just now showed up 2 minutes
late.
late.
What did I
Good
do
job,
today?
DSP.
Well, first, a fun level 1 podcast discussing the changes I made to my
Pro
streams.
tips.
And people really seem to enjoy the changes, saying that the quality of the streams for the last day
I see what
to
you
2
did
days
there.
are much better.
There we go.
Which
No
I'm happy to
tips.
hear. I'm actually sad that I didn't realize the streams weren't as good as they could have been the last 6 days.
Yeah, it makes it feel hot, but you're not actually getting warmer.
We had some fun Q&A. We had all kinds of stuff going on in the podcast.
So fun, guys.
And we rolled
but I
right
made
into
no
the
money.
React show over on DSP Reacts. Now, the cool thing about the React show this week, tons of Halloween horror style suggestions. I really enjoyed this week's React show because there was so much Halloween themed stuff. There was funny stuff. There was actually scary stuff. There were commercials. There was candy taste testing. All cool Halloween stuff. Very nice. Thank you to whoever nominated videos for this week. That was a good one. Keep them coming. So overall, I had a good time with the show. Now,
Well, his first
YouTube
chess
had a lot of
match,
issues with
terrible.
the videos. Number one,
Was there lag?
process. I think it finally just has. But number two, one of the clips that I watched was supposedly AI generated horror. Okay, YouTube blocked it, and that's horseshit. All right, it's fair use. I was reacting to it. I was adding.
It's fair use, guys. I was reacting to it. By the way, someone using DSP's name took someone else down. Like, huh. Amazing how, guys, they blocked it. It's bullshit. I was reacting to it. It's fair use. But someone does the exact same thing to him, they get their shit taken down.
In commentary, I was laughing, and it's bullshit that they think that they could block me.
Terrible,
I
JDX.
had to abide by YouTube's rules. They blocked my video and my stream, so what I had to do is I now had to, after the fact, edit it out. So for those of you who are, watching the React show on demand, and oh my god, I can't watch it anymore, it's blocked, that's what happened. It's in the process of editing it out. I don't know if it's actually finished yet, but once it's edited out, then that video or that on-demand stream should be live and able to be watched on demand. And I'm sorry that it kind of screwed up for you, especially if you were someone who was already watching it, because members can watch that right away, and they weren't able to, which really sucks. There's not much I could do about that. It looks like it looks like it finished. So you should be able to watch that archive stream now if you're a member, and the videos will be going live piece by piece over the course of the week as well. Sorry for that little delay, but everything should be good there, all right? So good stuff there. Now, tonight's late stream was something interesting. Tonight, I tried the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 open
And you got
beta.
like $16 in
open
tips.
Beta today.
And you were not happy about it.
Previously, today they opened it up for everyone on PS5. All right? Here's what I have to say about it. It plays incredibly
And
similar.
he still
to
hasn't
Modern
started his
Warfare
fucking
2.
music yet.
Yes, they've tweaked it a bit, but for the most part, it does feel the same. I actually turned it on 120 field of view, which was wild. It looked totally different because it was such a wide field of view. And I put it on that auto run that we were using for Warzone, and it was very fast-paced action. It was quite fun, not perfect. And the maps, every map is from Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2 from years and years ago. So I know these maps. I mean, yes, they've been tweaked and changed around, but I know the maps in general, and I was actually enjoying myself.
You don't know the maps. You can't remember the fucking controls on a game you played yesterday. No way you remember the maps on a game you haven't played in a decade.
Rust, I Spawn, I Die, the classic song that I've been playing on my streams for over a decade, came from this game, Rust map, okay? The graphics are great. Runs beautifully on the PS5. No complaints there. People loved the stream because the quality was good. And
Love the stream, but they didn't give me money, so it's bullshit.
Get this. By the end of the stream, I got the highest level kill streak available in the beta, Juggernaut. And it was entertaining, and I kicked major ass with it. Okay? But I do have to be honest.
There's no tips.
Everyone. For some odd reason, despite having high viewership, and everyone seemingly who was there enjoying the stream.
It knows all the dying
Modern
animations.
Warfare 3 beta stream was the lowest supported stream I have done in months. Not a single membership, less than $15 in tips,
and 16, but all right.
A few super chats. And I was saying to everyone, would you guys like to maybe see me play this again on Tuesday night? Would you consider me buying the full game? Like, this is a test to see, is this something people would be interested in seeing? And there's many factors. Yes, of course, am I enjoying it? I would argue this first night I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would continue to enjoy it, but the first night I had a good time with it, all right? There's viewership. The viewership was great. Over 400
It's not about the viewership size. It's about you giving me money.
To be engaged in the stream chat.
Soup, how's it going?
Don't ask me why there was a disconnect from support. Because again, if the philosophy is, if I'm providing something that's entertaining and fun for you guys, people would like it enough, they want to see it continue, they would support it. That literally didn't happen tonight. I don't know what happened. Is it a fluke? I don't know. But it makes me apprehensive about, number one, playing the beta again and having another similar night. Number two, buying the full game in the middle of November.
Shaw, how's it going?
Remember something. Right now, we are in the midst of the busiest gaming season of the year. I am struggling to juggle all the games. I even told you guys on today's podcast, it looks like I'm delaying Lords of the Fallen, and I'm going to start that up in November when I have more time to focus on the game and make major progress in it, rather than starting it now.
How about you beat some of the games you're already playing? Oh, wait, you can't because you're too busy stopping the stream. Guys, where's the tips? Guys, where's the tips? 10 minutes later. Guys, we haven't had any tips yet. Where's the tips?
And having to balance it with so much else that I basically can't play it more than 1 or 2 times a week, in which case I'd make no progress and there's no point in even playing it, right? So, with that being said, I have to pick and choose the games I'm going to be playing. I can't just play everything. And I don't know. It seems like people liked it. I liked it. So what happened? I just don't get it. It seems to be like a big disconnect. If people could explain it, I don't know. I'm actually on the fence because basically...
Just because you like something doesn't mean you have to tip it. DSP, I don't know why you think they had fun, so they should just give me all their money. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense.
The schedule for the week. Tomorrow, we're going to finish up the Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways DLC on the first stream, and then on the late stream, we're finishing up Lies of P. So it's 2 ongoing playthrough conclusions tomorrow. Should be a great streaming day.
You hope.
Tuesday,
I'm gonna laugh if you get stuck on
Lies
of P.
On the daytime stream, but I've purposely left the night stream open. We need.
I mean, I kind of got, I want to say lucky, but because I've actually played the game, not used guides the entire time. It's like, oh no, this boss. Okay, that didn't work. This didn't work. Ha, got him. DSP, the guy doesn't work. He's lost. And he has to sit there, chat, what do I do? Then suddenly, guys, I gotta go on a pee break. I'll be right back. Voila, I had a Eureka moment. I figured out how to beat the boss.
That stream to properly finish one of the games. Like if I didn't finish Resident Evil or Lies of P, we'll have an extra stream for it. Or that could be a late night stream of Street Fighter. But if people really wanted it, I was going to do another another Modern Warfare 3 stream. But
not Mortal Kombat, dude.
I don't know if I even should consider it. I really have no clue. I need feedback on what's going on. I don't understand what happened, honestly. I want your feedback.
I don't understand. You guys seem to have a good time. Why do you give me entire paychecks?
Assassin's Creed Mirage, and definitely Street Fighter 6 ranked.
Oh, exactly.
Stream. So.
All right, that's gonna be the new.
I don't know,
message.
man. Give me feedback. The video
going to play Lords of the Fallen in November, so that way all the guides are already out.
Figure out why on earth.
You can sit there and watch other people play and then be like, all right, guys, time for me to play. Wow, I just got so lucky on that boss, guys. Isn't it amazing how lucky I got on that boss?
It would have actually done really well, and it didn't, and that makes me wonder what's up. Are people just bored with Call of Duty at this point? Maybe they are. I don't know.
Maybe they're bored with you.
I also just did a private react video that took over an hour, so now I am pooped. I'm off to upload and get the hell out of here. And then get back
he
to
was
normal
so tired doing a react
tomorrow,
video, guys. He almost died.
My review of Halloween Kills. I've also watched another horror movie by the name of Barbarian.
I thought you had no time, dude.
And I would like to review that for you too, but I needed time to do it. Obviously, I'm not doing it tonight. We'll see if I have time in the next couple of days to do multiple.
God, look at him rock on the X and Y axis.
All right, but guys, thank you so much for a great streaming day. Have a good evening. I can't wait to finish up these 2 games with you guys tomorrow. It should be a great time. And I wish you the best. Have a good night. Be safe. Peace out. See you in the morning. Later.
No intro, no outro, just let's do this, guys. All right. I always forget that he's so fucking late to his streams. Well, we'll do the daily rap, they'll eat up his music time. No, he didn't start the music until later. Yeah, let's turn that down because that's fucking annoying. Or just let Kitty die. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's how that game ends, or whatever. We gotta find a way into the maintenance room. I'm so glad I got today off. I woke up this morning and felt like I got the shit beat out of me. I don't know if it was just change of weather or what, but man, I woke up not feeling good.
Oh shit, a sledgehammer! Sledgehammer! Oh yeah!
Ooh, that could be possible, Parbs. All of a sudden, guys, someone donated the game to me, so I guess I'll start playing it a week early. Aren't you excited to get to play the game a week earlier than I was just planning? DSP, everyone else already beat the game. Oh, that's gonna be another thing. He's gonna play the game and be like, guys, why is no one watching? Because the game's a month old already. Like, the game came out a month ago. That's why no one's watching. I think you guys all wanted me to play this game. I'm finally playing the game, and now none of you are watching. See, that's why I don't like playing these kind of games, because no one ever watches. Because you wait a fucking week to play them, if not more. That's why I take Mondays off. I can't have a case of the Mondays if I don't work Mondays. And also, I can stay up late watching football on Sundays. God, the 49ers made me a bunch of money on sports betting last night. Alright, not a lot, but, you know, about 50 bucks. Like, alright, 49ers keep making me that bank. Well, Christian McCaffrey keeps scoring, so bet on him to score and bet on the 49ers to win. Oh, hey, that gives you a bonus. Friend's a 49ers fan. I'm a Vikings fan, which kind of sucks. Thank God for the Bears, so we won't be in the basement. Oh, that's always fun, Greg. But I love the Cowboys. It's our year. You've been saying that for 30 years. Tupac's killer was caught before you guys made it back to the Super Bowl. Although my friend is like, Tupac's not dead. Like, pretty sure, no, he's not. Tupac isn't dead. That's bullshit conspiracy. Okay, you believe that, dude, as much as you want. Alright, get the car paid off, get the cards paid off, get everything paid off. Unlike DSP. Amazing, the only thing DSP has ever paid off in his life was because of the bankruptcy. And then he finally got the Toyota paid off after 6 years. The amount of money that he makes, he could have just flat out bought that car, and it still took him 6 years to pay off that car. I'm gonna laugh if he doesn't beat the DLC today. That'd be hilarious. Well, he's gotta play his god-awful music first, dude. You gotta listen to that shitty-ass music. And don't forget, he's gotta take a bathroom break. You know, something you should do before you start your stream. I got laundry done already. I was doing some bow runs on Diablo while watching Reeeee, the second season. Finally got a spirit shield for my barbarian. Like, there's always 3 parts of a ladder season. Getting a spirit sword and shield with an insight polearm for your helper. Getting the chest piece for whatever character you pick. It gives you +2 to all their skills. And then the grind. Shield Hero 3rd season and the new season of Goblin Slayer came out, or started coming out. They're doing the, like, once a week thing, aren't they? This gives me a chance to rewatch season 1 of Goblin Slayer. First world problems. It's a new show, so they don't have all the episodes out yet. First world problems. Yes, great first world problems. Either A, the show's 20 years old, so they already have all 4 seasons out. I was like, well, now I want more. The show's over. There's no more? Fuck, now I gotta find something new to watch. But then you get, alright, just finished watching the show. Oh, wait, that was only season 2, and there's gonna be 4 seasons? Fuck. How long do you gotta wait? Gotta wait another year. Oh, I don't wanna wait another year. Ooh. I say my friend's like, dude, you could be paying extra on your car. It's like, why? I got a 0.9% interest rate. Not 9%, 0.9. Everybody's like, how the fuck did you do that? I pay all my shit on time. But then again, he's credit card heavy business because he puts everything on his credit card so he can get the cash back and all that. Fuck, he bought an $1,800 elliptical with his cash back. $1,800 elliptical. He didn't actually pay a penny for it because he used all of his cash back for it. He uses credit cards a lot. Fucking vending machine. Like, I keep seeing people talk about it. It's like, it can't be good. It's about a guy who reincarnates as a vending machine. But the way people talk about it, it's like, it might actually be good. But how? It's a vending machine. Yeah, it is Netflix. It'll probably get canceled before season 2 comes out. That's another thing. It's like, alright, well, that was a great season. Oh, they canceled it because it only got 800 million views? They had to get at least 1 billion views to get a second season? But that's one of the nice things about anime is that they have some weird ass concepts.
Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. He's on the fucking floor. That's how we
I'm saying you give enough time, interest rates on houses will drop as well, so. I like that DSP was crying about how, guys, even if I could refinance my house, interest rates are too high. Like, so you were looking. So you were looking to refinance your house, and you saw how high the interest rates were. But please, DSP, please refinance your house. I want to see how smug you are, and as the detractors said, I wouldn't have it because of my bankruptcy, but they gave me it anyways, guys. I have over $200,000 spending whatever I want. 6 months later. Guys, I don't have any money left, and my payment's like $3,000 now. They added $1,200 to my payment, guys. I can't afford that. Help! Eminence and Shadow. I think I've seen that promoted on Crunchyroll. When I signed on to watch Hori-chan or Hori-Mia today. Flags on the floor. Shoot him in the face is on the floor. Shadow.
The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight and volume. The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mass and weight and volume. The rain is very heavy.
Oh, definitely Overlord. Let us see more Overlord. Can't wait for them to get on that. Because apparently the manga is actually finishing soon. Yes! Liza P is fantastic. And I'm still planning on doing another, well, I'll do a beginning run at least. Because there's a mod I want to use that'll just make it so cheesy. Or not just an anime you would like to see the next season of, like now. An anime that just didn't do well because like the animation sucked. Like the original Berserk, I heard it had horrible animation. Or like that girl that lost her glasses on it. Lost her glasses, whatever. I heard the animation that is just horrible. Like unwatchable. No, his stream's still going. It just, oh. God awful face. God, what a punchable face. You know, no, don't touch the poop, but man, can you imagine just going up and just elbow directly to the bridge of his nose, shattering his nose. Guys, someone broke my nose while I was shopping yesterday. Bullshit. They saw me and just went out and bandaged my nose again, guys. It must have been evil AJ waiting in the bushes. Okay, from out of nowhere, really fuck up that face. Dark Sea to Fail. I think someone made that for him, and he didn't even pay them. Not created by Phil Bonnell. He had absolutely nothing to do with any of this.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast Show. How are you all today? I'm doing pretty good because guess what? It is cool It is cloudy.
Just go hog wild
There's a
in that
nice
room with a
autumn
baseball
breeze
bat
coming in
smashing
my
all of his
window,
electronics.
and that
Then he
always
comes back
means
from
that a good
doing
day of
kitty
streaming is
supply
ahead.
runs. Guys, all my stuff was
Autumn's one of the
smashed. My
seasons
wife
of
said
the
she
year.
didn't know anything about it.
We not only
But she was home, guys, so I don't know how she didn't hear any of
into a
it.
very busy gaming season, but now to finally have the seasonable weather, which should agree with all of the gaming that will be.
The
doing,
high's been like
that's a great
71 in
thing.
your area for the past
So
week.
how is everyone today? It is Monday, the 9th
71.
of October, 2023, and I hope that you're all in a good mood. And of course, if you're
These are
not,
the
hopefully
eyes
we'll
of
get you there,
psychopath.
right? Got a good amount of stuff to talk about today. Not gaming news,
Ghost Stories
but
is a
some updates on
fantastic
various
show.
things that I'm in the midst of. For example,
God, I love Ghost
I do have an
Stories.
important update regarding Modern Warfare 3's beta that I played last night, and I really need feedback on this because I'm kind of confused, torn,
Oh.
and I don't really know what to do. So obviously,
I don't know what to do,
I
guys.
will be able to get some feedback.
You didn't give me money for it,
live,
so
and
I
also
guess
from
you didn't
those
want
of you
it.
Who watch this on demand? I would absolutely love feedback because I am honestly very
The hell?
confused about what's going on right now with this beta. Okay, or the game in general, I guess I should say.
What the hell is going on with this?
Today is an exciting day because
Very
today I will be
exciting, guys.
finishing
You're gonna give me
up,
money, right?
Hopefully that is, if not one, two
There.
different game playthroughs.
Run.
Doing
She's a ghost and a
over the course
bitch.
of, this month or last month. We got
Even now that makes me fucking
for
laugh.
Ways DLC, which by all reports is short, except I'm 6 hours in.
Like
And we're
it's
only at the end of chapter 5, and it has 7 chapters, so it's not really short.
Because you take for
Okay.
fucking ever.
Plus, I'm playing hardcore. Plus, I'm doing interactive streaming with you guys. So obviously, it's taking me way longer than probably it took most people to get through this DLC.
All right.
So that's why I put a whole separate daytime stream today to try to finish this up. I mean, the DLC has been good so far. I have no complaints. It's par for the course for what the Resident Evil 4 remake was earlier this year, which was really
Yeah,
good.
main plus extra should take 6 hours.
We're in the midst of a crazy
and he's
boss
already
fight.
taken
I've
longer
only
than
tried
that. He
one
hasn't
so
been in the
far,
game yet.
So take that on right from the get-go today, and then get further into the DLC and see how it goes. Hopefully we do beat it on the stream, right? And later tonight, we've got the conclusion of Lies of P. I'm literally at the end of the game. Although,
How do you know you're at the end of the game?
here I am.
Oh, because of
in the midst
guides.
of the final boss/bosses, and I start reading messages on the videos from last stream. People are like, "Oh, you missed. You got to go back and get this weapon." I'm like, "What?" It's the end of the game. We're literally at the end of the game, and people are like, "No, actually, there's a secret weapon you need to go get. You didn't get it, so you need to get this because it's like very important that you get this for the playthrough." And I'm like, "All right, so I guess that's what we're doing."
Guide
tonight.
told him.
Go figure this out. Because I think that I've triggered it. I've triggered the secret weapon. I can go get it now or whatever. I guess we'll figure
Is he
this
talking
out and go
about
from
the
there.
golden
But,
nose?
yeah, I mean, that's great. 2 playthroughs that have been horror related, that are very difficult, hardcore.
But how does he know he's at the end of the game?
It just is difficult.
Like, I didn't know I was at the end of the game. I thought, all right, we're going to cause another boss.
Great thing.
Oh, hey, I was in. All right, cool.
So,
How would he
I'm
know?
pumped for today. It should be a pretty darn good streaming day with cooler weather, great games, good environment, usually a lot of great interaction and everything during these playthroughs. So I'm feeling good about today. I am. It's a good streaming day on the horizon, as they say. I'm happy because my streams have improved quality for the past couple of days. I've been using this different streaming codec, and people
I'm on
are
his
telling me the quality of
channel.
my streams is much better. That's excellent, especially today. Now we're going to play these action-based games. You guys should see much better visuals, less pixelization, and more steady frame rate, especially if you're watching at the new 1440p quality. You should be able to experience that at its utmost, and I hope that the streams look better.
Congratulations, you
today.
finally decided to
Right, so
upgrade your
that's
stream
great.
a little bit.
There's one negative about today. I have absolutely no idea why, but I woke up this morning with my post-nasal drip going absolutely crazy. Like, it would not stop. And I was like, what is happening here? It was really frustrating. My throat was completely, like, gunked up and filled with gunk, and it was just drip, drip, drip. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, nobody comments on
I
his
took an
videos, so
allergy pill this morning in
I
the
don't even
middle
know
of
about that.
October to try to get this to stop. I'm waiting for it to kick in. I had it about a half an hour ago. And I'm hoping that it does.
when you
take
first woke
effect.
up half an
Man,
hour
I hate-
ago,
I hate
good to know,
having,
DSP.
gross medical
Right before your
conditions,
stream
honestly,
started.
and this is one of the ones that is just annoying because I can't really.
I just
help
checked
it.
his
I wake up
video.
sometimes
He's
randomly
on the
with it
final boss,
because
as far as I
don't
know.
know. I was
That's
asleep.
same as
How the hell
God
would I
dude,
know
whatever.
what caused it? It's not like we have abnormal amounts of dust or dander in the house right now. We don't. I have the best air filters you can buy for my furnace, filtering the air in the house overnight.
Is there still Canadian wildfires going on?
I don't know. It's just an annoying thing. So, you might hear me clearing my throat a lot today and stuff. Sucks. I hope that the allergy pill will kick in and stop it, because it is very frustrating, okay? Anyway, so, where do we start today? We don't have a lot. We have like one game news story to talk about today, so nothing major in that regard. There is an idea.
There might be still some wildfires near his area.
Regarding my scheduling of my streams. And I think it's an intriguing idea, but I don't necessarily know if it would work. So I want to discuss this with you guys today, okay? So, let's start talking about yesterday. Yesterday was a great day, in my opinion. We started off with the Level 1 podcast, which went really well. Nice and chill fun. And then after that, we had my React Day, which is when we go over to my
His leg is bouncing like crazy. Holy shit.
And I do my weekly show, DSP versus the Internet. This is a clip show where people who are channel members submit clips for me to watch during the show. I really liked yesterday's
holy shit,
show,
he's just bounce. Oh, wait, my head might be in the way so you can't see. Let me make my head smaller.
Stuff. That was incredibly timely and pertinent. It made absolute sense to be having that kind of content right now. And I really enjoyed the show because of it. I like that.
I enjoyed the show because I got money during the day, cast guys.
To the year, we can have these themed weeks of things that are pertinent to that time of year. Like this month, the whole
yeah, but he can't stream the pre-stream, dude. He needs that pre-stream.
Do things regarding
how he talks to you, the fans.
Also, let's be honest, commercialism, Black Friday, all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm really excited to see what people come up with next month. And then, of course, Christmas is going to be great. I mean, there's got to be so many interesting Christmas-related things that people would want me to watch, so I'm pumped for that too. So it's just actually, in my opinion, going to be one of the better times.
As long as Christmas commercials or Christmas food.
Especially that clip show. Earlier this year, when it's not themed, there's nothing really going on.
Terrible, Carmichael. How you doing?
But now we kind of know what to expect, you know, in the next, few months.
Department meetings that should have been an email, right?
Content. A piece of hair sticking out right there. Fun-themed content.
This could have been an email.
And that'll be great. So I really enjoyed the show. I did have a couple problems. Problem number one of the videos wouldn't process for like 5-6 hours, and it made no sense. It's a half an hour long video. YouTube was just being stupid. It did eventually process it. The other problem was one of the segments yesterday, which I actually really enjoyed, was AI generated horror. Now, I don't know if it actually was like a horror story generated by AI, or if it was someone doing a parody of what they thought AI would do in a funny way. Either way, it was really entertaining. I thought it was a great segment. I upload the video. By the way, the stream had no problems. 0. I upload the video to YouTube, and YouTube tells me, listen to this, that's not allowed. We're blocking your whole video.
That sucks to be you.
Now listen, I've already told you guys this, that when I do my React show every week, I make no money on it on demand. Why? The vast majority of the videos I upload of that show either immediately get flagged as ad unfriendly, which is stupid, and when I, dispute that, usually it gets fixed. The problem is it takes upwards of a week, so everyone's already watched it, okay? But the other thing is, tons of companies claim those videos. Even though you can argue, well, that's fair use. You're reacting to a video or content, you're adding...
Don't you dare mention fair use, asshole, after you've taken down channels before.
But fair use only gives you the rights to do the content, not to monetize it. So, those companies have the legal right to claim my videos and content on the React channel if they see fit. And they usually do. So, I usually make no money on that show. But, at least you can watch it, right? The fact that they blocked the entire thing for me watching this one segment, and it was like 5 minutes or something like that, or 7 minutes, something like that. That's ludicrous. It actually...
That was my money that they're trying to take from me, guys.
But YouTube doesn't care. They just do whatever they want, and they bend over and they claim and take stuff down, even though it's not legal. All right? So, I had to edit out the segment, not only out of the archive stream, so those who were channel members could watch that stream right away, but the video later this week, when it comes out, the video is going to make no sense.
Lee, how's it going?
Be big
how about them Cardinals? Everyone's saying they're going to tank, but they've been pretty...
of the parts that got claimed on
fighty.
So
they even won a game.
About it. It sucks. It was very frustrating.
I mean, at this point, it looks like the Panthers are tanking.
Those are now live. Well, the archive stream is live, and later this week, The other video that had issue was live. The way I do that show is once a day a new video goes live for like 5 days, so that way it spaces out the content, okay? So, great React show yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed everyone's nominations. I'm looking forward to more horror-themed nominations. And by the way, if you're a member over on DSP Reacts, that's youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. That's the channel. If you're a member over there, the threads are open to nominate the videos.
That is hilarious.
So you can get a head start on that if you're interested. Okay? Cool.
It is never going to be there
Now,
year again.
Let's talk about last night.
Well, again, I'm a Vikings fan. We're
what I'm
not
about to
trying to
tell
tank.
you
There is no talk of
is
tanking,
actually
and we're
probably
still
shocking,
sucking.
All right? Last night, I played
And then
Call of
Jefferson
Duty
got hurt, so
Modern
we're
Warfare
fucked.
3 beta. I've been vocally critical of this game over the course of this year. Why? Because over the course of the year, data miners discovered that Modern Warfare 3 is literally Modern Warfare 2. It's the same game. They use the same coding. It's the same clients. It's literally the same game. It's just DLC. All they did is they updated it to tweak it and make it play better, new maps, things like that. But it's literally the same game. Okay?
So they made it better.
So, the fact that they decided they're going to sell Modern Warfare 3 next month for $70 plus tax is kind of ridiculous, don't you think? It's a game you've already played or had if you bought last
We've
year's
already seen
Modern
all your
Warfare
hats
2.
and your vests,
It's
but you're
just
still going to charge people $150 to
things
see
a
them.
little better or different, but it's still the same game. So why are they charging you $70 for a game you already own and or have already played? Because they're greedy. I mean, there's no other explanation.
Coming from DSP talking about greed, huh?
To design a new game this year, but they're going to charge you $70 for essentially a DLC that maybe should be $20 at most.
All right, guys, here's the best way to tip me.
So, I have been very, very critical of this game all year long. And basically, I've balanced my criticism of the game with some fairness and curiosity. When they announced when there was going to be an open beta this weekend, I said, I'm going to give it a shot. I want to play this beta for myself and see if it's something that I'm interested in playing. Much like several years ago, if you remember, there was a beta for Call of Duty Vanguard. And I had no idea if I was going to want to play it or not. It didn't seem like it was going to be so good of a game. And I said, well, I'm going to judge it fairly. I'm going to get the beta, and I'm going to play it. And based on the beta, I'll make my decision if I want to get this game or not. The Vanguard beta was one of the worst betas I've ever played in my life. Not only was the gunplay buggy and full of issues, the graphics weren't even completed. There were blatant graphical issues in this beta that made it look like an absolute
Well, it's
joke.
a beta.
The gameplay was terrible. It was slow-paced.
Guys, the
very
beta
good.
wasn't
And I
complete,
was like,
guys.
"There's
The
no way I'm
beta
buying this game."
wasn't
So I
complete.
skipped it. I saved myself money and time because that was actually one of the worst received Call of Duties ever. Most people kind of just ignored it and dropped it and just kept playing Warzone all year. Okay? So, basically, the way I see it is this is a good opportunity for me to try it out and see, you know, again, maybe I'll have exactly the same experience that I had with Vanguard. Maybe not. Let's find out. So I played the beta last night, and I have some big observations to make. Number one, and I didn't realize this, they're calling it Modern Warfare 3.
Or
But you
DSP,
know what it
that's
actually
hilarious.
is? It's Modern Warfare 2 Remake. Now you may say, wait, what? They just had Modern Warfare 2 last year. You're right, they did. But Modern Warfare 2 last year was not actually Modern Warfare 2 at all. When I say Modern Warfare 2, I'm thinking back to, what was it, 2009? The big release that year. You know, it was the sequel to Modern Warfare from 2007. It had the controversial campaign. Remember the No Russian mission? It had all these very iconic maps like Terminal and Rust. And, you know, I played the living crap out of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2009 when it was a new game. It was actually a game that I put a lot of content out about on my YouTube channels at the time. This was before.
I say with the Hawaiian shirt, it does look a little bit
It was
like
one of the
that.
games that got me into like online competitive FPS gaming at a time when I was becoming a prominent YouTuber. So, I actually
Stadium's big enough
really
for
loved it. And
baseball
if
as
you
well?
don't know, some of the music I play to this day on my podcast, you know, pre-stream and all that, is from Modern Warfare 2. You got I Spawn, I Die, the dual shotties. That's me playing on Rust in the original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009. And then also there's you know, quotes in there like Have a Burger Bitch. That's a different map when you shoot a grill and it explodes. That should be in this game. The kill streak I go on in that song, which is can't stop, won't stop, don't know how to stop, and then they stopped me because I had a crazy kill streak. That was also on Terminal in the original Modern Warfare 2. So what's crazy about that is that, there's stuff that I have in my content related to the original Modern Warfare 2. That's how prominent it was back in the day for me and my content. And now here they are. They've actually remade it now, but they're calling it Modern Warfare 3. I don't know why. You figure it out. Why didn't they just do this?
You do it for
last
me,
year?
guys. You
no
figure it
idea.
out, not me.
It's weird because now I kind of feel like last year's Modern Warfare 2 was just a waste of time. Like, last night, I was playing this game. And first of all, I was playing it on PS5 and someone made a recommendation. They said, why don't you play this at 120 field of view? Because you're playing it on PS5, you should have the capability of doing that. So I did. I also turned on tactical speed.
Way to make everyone watching
Literally
you
run
motion
full
sickness.
speed forever. And I'm playing it like this, and the game feels crazy full of adrenaline. Like, it's insane.
120
It's like you're
field of view,
constantly
that's
moving
motion
at
sickness
full speed.
inducing.
You're constantly, doing everything. It's wild how fast-paced the game is now. And the funny part about it is I'm playing on these maps, and I'm like, these feel so familiar. Because even though they're not exactly the same as the original maps from 2009, they're close. It's the base level design, and what they've done is they've added new corridors, new peeking spots, and, all these different ways to maneuver around
New
the map.
camping spots.
So it's not exactly the same, but you feel that feeling of familiarity when you're playing this beta, right? And was it accurate all the time? No, it wasn't. And of course, when you're in the beta, you're just unlocking basic weapons. The best weapons are still locked. So I'm probably, I don't have attachments or anything unlocked for the weapon. So obviously I'm just flubbing it. It's not like this is going to be representative of what the gameplay will be in the end or anything like that. But I'm playing this beta, and at first I'm like, okay, we're back. Look how chaotic and weird and wild it is. And then as I started
probably do it
to
for an
remember the maps, I
entire
started
month just to be
actually
safe.
enjoy myself a bit, and I was like, whoa, like this actually is pretty darn fun because I feel so like nostalgic to me. I feel like I'm 14 years ago as an early YouTuber playing Modern Warfare 2 again as I play this. It's pretty
When you were
insane.
27 years old.
So I start to go crazy, of course. And, was I doing great? No. I was doing all right. I was usually in, like, the top 3 of the leaderboards when I was playing and stuff like that. So then, last match.
So you played against scrubs.
I go on a crazy kill streak. I unlock the highest level perk you can even get. The highest level kill streak you can get in the beta is Juggernaut. And I go Juggernaut mode. And Juggernaut mode in this game is ridiculous. So you become an insane monster tank, like the Hulk, okay? You have crazy armor. You have a shield, a riot shield. Now, apparently, you can only either have the riot shield
Juggalo
out or a
mode.
shotgun. That's it. So I start charging.
Hey, there's
at
Coon Brain. Wait, you don't like
And
Space Cat?
I literally take out like 5 to 7 people as the Juggernaut because they don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm the
shooting
Juggernaut,
doesn't work.
bitch.
One guy threw a drone. I deflected the drone with my riot shield. It was like, ba-ding. He was like, what the hell? I just kept crushing people with the shield, right? It's like, this is insane. I was like, it's fun as shit, though. Like, it's ridiculously overpowered. I think for a fact that's going to be a major problem in the real game. But I'm just having a ton of fun with this, right? So, by the way, I think I should call this out and be fair. Attendance last night was great. We had between 400 to 500 viewers on a random late night stream. I usually don't get that many. I'll get that for like a new release game during daytime streams. I almost never get that many viewers on a late stream. All right? People were talking and chatting it up and talking about the game. They were engaged. They were actually having a good time. That was great. All right? So, overall, attendance was good. People were engaged. I was enjoying
But they weren't
the
giving me
game,
tips,
and I was shocked
guys.
because I was like, this is just going to be Modern Warfare 2 from last year again. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think it was. I think this is what Modern Warfare 2 should have been last year. Like, it feels more fun, and it feels familiar to me, because I love the original Modern Warfare 2 so much that this kind of resonated with me. I almost feel like this game, this Modern Warfare
Here
3
comes the bag.
is meant
Do 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 do.
as a way to
Oh my God,
lure
there's a
people from back in the day. people who used to like
Detract the
Call of
song right
Duty
there.
and haven't played it in ages, but now you're
Here
trying to
comes
tempt
the
everyone to come
bag.
back to play those maps that they
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
love and they know from back in the day. Of course, there's going to be more modern elements and things like that, right? So I played it, and admittedly, I was surprised.
Yes, parody of
because
Here
I
Comes
went into
Somebody.
it with the
Here
mentality
comes the
thinking, this is going to
bag.
be the same as last year's game, and
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
it's not going to feel good, and I'm not going to want to play it anymore. And by the end of the night, I realized I had a ton of fun.
I had a ton of fun, but not a ton of tips, so you guys are gonna have to step it up.
I could have played longer.
If we don't step it up,
but
guys,
I had to do a private
I'm not gonna be able to keep
react
playing this
video
game.
last night for a patron. So I didn't have opportunity to go late or anything. I had to get out of here. And so I actually was like, wow, I'm shocked. I did not think I would have had that much fun playing this beta the way I did. Okay? Now,
Damn it, that's gonna be stuck in my head now.
we also have to be transparent and honest in all ways. Did
And I need
enjoy
you to
it?
tip
I
me.
absolutely did. Did
Tips.
the viewers enjoy it? They certainly seemed
Tips.
to. But
Tips.
something happened that just wasn't correlated.
Tips.
And this I really need your
Tips.
feedback on today on the show. Was this
Tips.
a one-off night of bad luck? Was this a special circumstance? Or is this going to be par for the course? What do I mean? Last night's Call of Duty stream was the
Didn't give me any
lowest
tips,
supported
guys.
stream that I've done in weeks, if not months. Okay? Basically, everyone was there to watch, but absolutely no one was really supporting the stream. We had a few super chats and one major
Here
tip of
comes the
$10,
bag.
and that was about it.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
So even though
Give me the tips.
I was having tons of fun and
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
engaged, I was doing well,
I need
entertaining
those
everyone with
tips.
kill streaks and kind of going
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
ham. I had a joke about 2 coffees and stuff
Tip,
like that. It was
tip,
pretty
tip,
fun.
tip. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
The support was terrible. Okay? Now,
it was
it could
terrible.
be many different factors. Right? It was
Could
just
be you guys didn't give me enough money.
one-off
Fuck you.
night.
Give me
It's not
money.
a big deal. Right? Maybe that's all it was. Maybe it was just a night where it just wasn't going to happen for whatever reason. It didn't matter what game I was going to play. It was just going to be a
No matter
slow
how
support
much
night.
Viagra I took, it just
And
wasn't
that's
gonna work.
fine if
Cat,
that's-
I'm sorry.
But
I
if
tried,
this
Cat. I
is
really
basically
did.
a way of people telling me, hey, we wanted to check it out.
It
to
was
see what
lag
it was,
tactics
and
on my
after watching
penis.
You play it, we determined it's not anything special. Therefore, we're not going to support it because we don't want to see it to continue, right? Maybe that's what it was, and I don't know. You see, here's the thing: we are now in the midst of the busiest gaming season of the year. There's no way I can even play every single game that's out right now. I've even told you
So
guys
busy,
this
mind
week,
you,
I
he
think
makes
I'm
his
gonna
own
skip
schedule
Lords of the Fallen
and works from home.
to make room to finish other games and then play Lords of the Fallen in November when I'll have a lot more time to just.
I thought you were
focus on it.
beating Resident Evil
Modern Warfare 2 will
and
be
Lies of
coming
P
out
today.
November 10th.
Wouldn't that open up a lot of
That's the
streams?
same exact week as Like a Dragon Gaiden. That's the same exact week that I was planning on maybe starting Lords of the Fallen. Okay? So, the question here is, did people like it or not? And it's hard to read. I
hard
honestly
to
don't
read,
know at
guys,
this point because
'cause I
my
don't wear my
philosophy has
glasses.
always been the following. If I am putting out content that I'm entertained when I'm making it, and I'm entertaining you guys through making it, then going hand in hand with that great experience is going to be support. If people like what they see, they're going to support it.
But it doesn't
correct?
work like that.
Last night, it seemed like all the feedback I was getting on that stream was we like what we see. But then how is it the slowest supported stream in ages? It doesn't seem to make
Because
sense unless
fuck
it was
you,
just
that's
one night of
why.
bad luck. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what was the message there. Okay? So
Message is you suck.
the question is, what do I do?
What,
all right.
What do I
And
do? Stop
I
sucking
don't
at life?
know. Honestly, how to move forward. So here's the deal. I have the opportunity to play the beta again tomorrow. Okay, it runs
And
today,
you probably
tomorrow,
should.
and excuse me, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's a 3-day open beta, 8th through the 10th. Okay, and so what I'm debating is should I play this again and give it a second shot?
Man,
'Cause
his
I had a
leg
lot
is
of
still
fun with it, and
bouncing.
I'll be honest, I actually feel like
How
I
does your
wanna play it
leg
again.
bounce for that long?
I
Like,
liked
doesn't
it
your
that
leg
much
get
that I kinda
tired?
wanna play it again.
But since there's no muscle on
Alright.
his leg, you think his leg would get tired eventually.
But there's many factors involved here. Factor number 1, will I actually finish the Resident Evil 4 DLC and Lies of P today? If I do, then my schedule is free enough that I will have opportunity that I could do whatever I want on tomorrow night's late stream, including more of this beta.
How about you beat another
Okay?
game you're playing?
But if I end up not finishing up one of those games today and I need more time, then I need Tuesday night stream for that. So really, the first thing is I don't even know if I'm going to have a free stream to play this beta again. because I don't know how today's going to go. So directly dependent on how today goes will determine if I have the freedom to do what I want tomorrow. Let's
Oh, good point.
assume
Your leg muscles
I
can get
do
tired if you don't have
finish
any
both
leg
the Resident
muscles.
Evil 4 DLC and Lies of P today. If that's the case, then tomorrow's daytime stream will be Assassin's Creed Mirage, continuing on, which I'm excited for. I actually enjoyed the stream the other day. The game opened up. We're doing content in the order we want, so it's going really well. Okay?
Nervous about those low tips.
And then, on Tuesday night, I will play the Modern Warfare 3 beta again. Okay? Fair enough? We'll see what happens, though. Now, Wednesday, the plan is more Assassin's Creed Mirage and Street Fighter 6 Master Ranked play. Yes, probably more Blanca. And we'll continue on with the crossplay off and see how I do exclusively against
it was
the PlayStation
25
players this time. Okay?
25 push-ups,
So there you
love.
go.
Getting tired
now,
or getting
before
winded or anything.
people start saying ludicrous things.
That's fucking
it's
hilarious.
simple.
Just stepped off
Some
stream.
people are saying,
1,
why
2,
don't
3,
you
4,
just
5,
play
6,
what
7,
you
8,
like, man?
done.
I don't get it. Why don't you just play what you like? Because I live in reality world. You know, I don't live in fantasy Candyland where everywhere I go, everything's free. And I have no responsibilities to anyone around me or myself or my family. I can just do whatever I want. That's not reality, okay? Just being honest. I wish it was. I wish in life you could do whatever the hell you wanted at all times and you were free. That's not reality, especially for those of us living an adult life, okay?
But you're not
When
an
I make
adult.
content, I have to be sure that it's content that people want to watch and will support because I don't have paid sponsorships. I don't have product placements. I don't play games for money.
Because you don't want to be a shield, but you should be. It's
that I
literally
play,
your
right?
job to
You
make
understand?
money, DSP.
So I have to make
and
sure
you refuse
the
to.
content I make will earn
Money.
revenue. That's how my business
Oh,
works.
revenue, not money.
So,
revenue. Hint,
As
hint.
much as I did enjoy the Modern Warfare 3 beta last night, and I'm telling
Gotta
you, I'm
make
being transparent,
revenue.
I didn't expect that. I actually thought I would play it and be like, man, it's the same game. No, I genuinely had fun last night, and I felt that fire burn within me again of a competitive first-person shooter, and I was like, dude, these maps are
And play
fun.
the game.
Like, I want to keep playing. But I can't just keep doing what I want. When there's other games out there...
But you can
that
sit there
I
and
know
spend
will
all your
get
money you want on
support
WWE
for my
Champions and
business
Street Fighter Duel.
and my family. All right? I'm just being honest here. There's
I'd be
enough
worried about
games
my
out right
family,
now
guys.
that
My
I can
family
play
needs that
other
money.
shit that's going to get support. And I have to do what's right, not just what I want. If I could do what I want, I would probably play a lot more games on here that don't do well. I love JRPGs. JRPGs are in
You
my
hate
blood.
them.
I grew up playing them. They're kind
You
of my
hate
bread and
them.
butter content for me. Whenever I dive into a really deep JRPG, I love them. I can't play them often. Why? They don't get a lot of attendance and they don't get a lot of support. I just played Chrono Trigger over the summer, and it was one of the slowest supported playthroughs I've ever done, but it was one of the most meaningful to me. You understand? But I have to balance that. I can't just do whatever I want. I'll go out of business overnight. I'm not a big-time streamer that's insulated by...
Exactly, Major
product
Quack. If you did what he
placement
actually loved, he'd
and a
just be
huge
sitting there going,
amount of
spend,
support from a
spend,
giant,
spend,
fan
spend.
base of
Yeah,
millions.
I got the new Hulk
I
Hogan.
have to
Spend,
basically cater
spend,
to what my
spend,
fan base
spend.
likes so that
Yeah, I
they
got the
support
new
my
M.
content,
Bison.
get it?
Spend,
So,
spend, spend.
Yeah, I'm not at will to kind of do whatever I want all the time. As much as easy as it says, well, if he had true passion for what he did, he would just play what he loves. And I'd be out of business. I would lose everything. So, you know, I
And
have
the
to
world would be a better
smart and
place if that
savvy,
happened.
As well as also trying to do what's right for the quality of the content, for me, enjoyment purpose, all of that. It's tricky. Trust me, I've been doing this for 15 years, and it's very tricky. You have to.
And
try
you still haven't
find
figured out how to
that
do it right.
balance. You have to. Okay, so what can you do? So that's what I'm
Been doing it for
thinking.
this
So
long
today,
and you still suck
let's
at
focus
it.
on Resident Evil 4. Let's focus on Lies of P. Let's see how it goes. If I beat both games, we have some freedom. And tomorrow, I'd like to do Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'd like to do another night stream of the Modern Warfare 3 beta. It would be the last opportunity to play the beta before it goes offline, so I'd like to do that. Okay? There you go. Then, on Wednesday would be more Assassin's Creed Mirage and Street Fighter, and that's where we'll end it. But if I don't finish the games today, then I'm going to need tomorrow
And
night
what's the
to
saying? Like, if you
regardless
put
to finish
10,000
it.
hours
Don't
into something,
finish.
you become an
So,
expert at it.
you know, I'll be honest.
He's
I'm
put
skeptical that
15
I'm
years
gonna
in this
finish
shit,
Resident
and he
Evil
still
4
sucks at
DLC
it.
today. We're at the boss fight of Chapter 5, which is tough, and then we have 2 more chapters. That's a lot to finish in 1 3-hour stream. I don't know why.
You should be able to do it in
people
under
said it was
3
5
hours.
long. It's
But you
not a
can't
5-hour DLC.
because you suck.
It's just not. Unless you completely rush through it, you don't read logs, you don't explore. There's no way that this is a 5-hour DLC. So
It's a 6-hour DLC if you
we'll see
do
how
the
it
main
goes.
and extra.
all right. So
6 hours if you
let's
do
play it by
main
ear and let's see.
and extra.
But the other thing is, okay, I genuinely really enjoyed that beta, and now I don't know if I should get the game in November or not, because I was kind of leaning towards no. But if it really is Modern Warfare 2 remake, meaning the real Modern Warfare 2 remade into a modern game with
Still
crazy
playing the
graphics,
DLC. This
better
is
gunplay,
third stream of
but
it.
it's the maps I
Should have
love
beaten it
from
already,
back
but
in
he's
the
still
day.
on
I mean,
chapter
that could be
5.
an awesome nostalgic trip. Me going back and getting on kill streaks again. I spawn, I die, freaking out at that, right? But then also doing really well, you know, in the game and unlocking all the shit. Like, I think it could be great, you know? But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm conflicted at this point, okay? So, I want feedback. What do you guys think? Maybe many of you are now watching that beta gameplay on demand, right, overnight, and you have feelings
Not that many.
about it. Let me know the feelings, whether you tell me on a stream or you leave comments.
Swing X and
on
Y
videos. I
axis.
need
How's it
your
going,
feedback. This
Sonic?
is an important decision regarding the upcoming schedule. Call of Duty every year, it's sometimes it could be a big part of the content that I put out, right?
He's not had his news segment yet.
So, I need input.
Why pose?
It's funny because I'm making
I
Johnny
need
5
input that I
references.
can ignore.
Someone actually made a life-size replica of Johnny 5 from the Short Circuit movies, and it's fully functional. It talks and everything. It's because now the technology has advanced so much that you can do that realistically. You know, I'm sure back in the 80s when they made those movies, it probably cost them like $1 million to make it, and now you could probably make it for like, you know, thousands. So someone actually made it, and they're driving it around conventions and stuff and interacting. Remote control, he's talking to everyone. I'm like, oh my God.
That's pretty neat.
It's pretty insane, right? Anyway, so I really would like your feedback, guys. Please give it to me, all right? Outside of that, that's the scheduling
begging.
going on for this week. Now,
Quit
next
taking
week,
2
I think
hours
it's
before you
in
actually play the
everyone's best
game.
interest that
I bet if
don't
you
play
did the
Lords of the
podcast in
Fallen.
an hour,
The
gave
reason
yourself an
being
extra hour
is
to play the
there's
game,
no way
you'd beat the
that I can play
DLC.
Lords of the Fallen, finish Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then tackle the new releases of the next week in any kind of a reasonable fashion. If I start Lords of the Fallen next week, it's just going to disappoint everyone. I'm not going to be able to play enough of it. You're going to want more of it, and I'm not going to be able to because I have to finish the other games I'm playing.
And you need to watch the
move on to other
guides.
stuff. It doesn't make sense. Like I told you guys yesterday, Lords of the Fallen, much like Lies of P, is a game where once you start playing it, you want to play it a lot because it's very difficult, and you want to stay on top of your game when it comes to the systems and everything in it. And it makes more sense for me to start playing Lords of the Fallen when I have
A lot of the ideas would make the podcast shorter,
distinct
so we'd have more time for
amount
gameplay.
of time to invest in it. Okay? Right now, I don't have a distinct amount of time to invest in it. It would have to be juggled with so many other things. I don't think it would be done justice, nor would it be enjoyable for us. All right?
And you just wait
So
for the
I
guides to
think
come out.
I'm going to delay it until November. I think what we'll do is there will be no new release on Friday. Instead, we'll focus on Assassin's Creed Mirage. We'll do some Street Fighter. I will actually do a couple late night streams of Starfield this coming week. For those who like Starfield and missed it this week, it will resume next week, a couple of streams. On Tuesday, the 17th, is the release of Sonic Superstars. Yes, I will start playing that. And then on Friday the 20th, it's the release of both Spider-Man 2 as well as Super Mario Wonder. Yes, I'll be playing
Terrible.
those. The next new release at the end
Oh,
of the
he
month
should
will be
probably
Alan
use
Wake
lube,
2.
guys.
Yes, I'll be playing that.
Nah, you should use
So all
two-handed
that
grip.
stuff will
It's
happen
not big
this
enough
month.
for two-handed grip.
And then, once basically that stuff
Exactly. He needs
dies
that
down.
podcast. He
Hello,
really does. He
Jasper.
needs that podcast
Whoop, here he comes.
to have his
Once all
therapy
that stuff
sessions.
dies down, and we finish a lot of those playthroughs, then in November I will start Lords of the Fallen, and we'll be able to focus in on it as the major focus and get through it
Poor
and not have to
Jasper.
have extended amounts of time.
Go for the throat.
Okay, I think that's the best way to go about it. I hope you agree with me. If not, if you have a better suggestion, I'm all ears. But the way I see
Your best
it is,
suggestion,
no matter
tip
when
me,
I play Lords of
guys.
the Fallen, Jasper, because it's a Soulsborne style game, people would like it. As opposed to, I feel like if I skip out on one of those big platformers, or if I skip out on Spider-Man 2 when it's new, and I decide to play those later, I think a lot of the hype will have died and people won't care as much about those games. You know, that's
I don't want to be Mr. Hype.
that's my take anyway. So there you go. And now it's and now it's funny because people are saying, well, what about RoboCop Rogue City? What about it? When was this game even on anyone's radar that anyone cared about it? Like, all of a sudden now I heard people say, oh, we're talking about RoboCop. RoboCop? Who the fuck was talking about RoboCop until like
The videos I've
yesterday,
seen of it does
right?
look pretty cool.
I mean, you guys know what games are in my schedule that I'm interested in playing, and I've already told you guys I don't have time to play every game. So no, right now RoboCop is not even a consideration. Maybe if it comes
does
out
look
and
pretty
ends up being
fun.
so groundbreakingly amazing, it blows everyone away and people want to see it.
Ah, that'd be great
then
for
you can
him to
consider it,
just
figure
do a
out when to
hairball
play
right
it.
on
No, RoboCop
on the
is not on
capture
the
card
cards
because he keeps it on the
now.
floor.
We've gone through the schedule. You guys know what's the deal with the biggest games right now, right? So
Yeah,
there you go.
people love
All
RoboCop.
right,
I can't imagine why they'd want to see you play it.
So that's what I'm planning on doing soon. Outside of that, I do have a couple things I would like to talk about this morning. There's one news story and there's one suggestion from a viewer, and I'd like your take on those. And then we'll do shout outs and we'll wrap up the show.
Shorten the
But first I have to
pre-stream.
deal with this guy right here, this rascal, this kitty. This kitty that wants my attention this morning. What are you doing, you silly kitty?
He loves pretending he's a big fan of 80s stuff,
What a
which would
silly
include
guy. He
RoboCop,
wants to get all the attention.
which
on
is
his
awesome.
There you guys are getting a lot of Jasper this morning. A lot of Jasper shots. There you go. Enjoy the Jasper kitty. Very nice. Tee. Okay. So. Trying to focus. It's hard to focus with a cat on your lap like this. Let me tell you guys something. All right. So. Excuse me. Okay. So. There is a suggestion.
Knock it over, Jasper. Knock it over.
From a viewer. And credit, shout out to Overpowered Boone, who's had a lot of good suggestions recently. He has a suggestion. I'd like to run it by all of you. All right? I don't know how viable the suggestion is, but I'd like you to hear what his suggestion is. I have it in my phone, but I don't really have access to my phone right now for various reasons, as you can see. So I'm going to try to paraphrase it, all right? So every week, once a week, when I do my React Day, I basically do 3 completely separate streams. Here on DSP Gaming, this channel on YouTube, I do the Level 1 podcast. Then
Make a decision for
a
himself, but
message
then he'd be
pops up
responsible
that
for the
says, "Hey, guys,
consequences.
Head over to DSP
So that can't
Reacts
be
for the
allowed.
clip show," and then you'll head
Can't
over
expect
there.
him to be responsible
Then
for
when
his
that
own
clip show
actions.
ends, another pop-up appears that says, "Hey, head over to the stream for whatever game I'm playing that Sunday night." The reason that works is because I set up all those streams ahead of time, and I actually use there's a word for it, I forget what it's called, but you could basically have them all overlap, so they all cross-promote each other. When one ends, it directs the viewers to the next one. When that one ends, it directs the viewers to the next one, and so on and so forth. Okay, so basically that one day a week, you'll know. Jasper, say goodbye. We're gonna go down to the floor now. Okay. Okay.
That way he can puke on the capture
There we go.
card
So
that he leaves on the
that
floor.
one day a week, all of those streams are already preset up on the various channels. You know, the podcast and the gameplay night stream are set up here on DSP Gaming ahead of time, and the stream for the React show is set up ahead of time over on DSP React. Okay, so Overpowered Boone made an interesting suggestion, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he's basically like, that one day a week is really useful on your channels. All of those upcoming streams actually kind of show up on your channel prominently. Like,
Quit fucking with your hair.
they'll be right the first thing you see when you log into either DSP Gaming or DSP React. You see upcoming streams, and here they are with the time, and you even have the ability to click on it and it says notify me when the stream goes live. So you can actually ahead of time say, I want a message or a pop-up or a reminder, and YouTube
That's
will
been a thing
send
for a while,
you
DSP. You're just
a
now finding
reminder
out.
to let you know.
Once
the
again,
stream
this
has
is
gone
your
live so you can
job.
catch it live and not
This is what
miss
you've
it.
been doing for
Okay? But you can
15
only do
years.
that if the stream is already previously set up on YouTube. So here's
That's
what
playing
Overpowered
as
Boone
Space
has
Cat.
suggested, and I'd like all of your feedback on this. Okay, he suggested that I set up all of the streams for a week ahead of time early. So, for example, right now, I would set up today's stream for Resident Evil, tonight's stream for Lies of P, tomorrow's stream for Assassin's Creed Mirage, tomorrow night's stream for Modern Warfare 2 Beta, Wednesday's stream for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Wednesday night's stream for Street Fighter 6 ranked gameplay. I'd have them all already set up. So now you know the schedule. If you just look at the channel page, you'll see all the streams lined up for the next 3 days, and you can click on the specific ones you're interested in order to be notified. All right? So Overpowered Boone says he feels like this would help in a couple different ways. Number one, you'd get notified for all the streams that you like, which you can't do right now. You kind of have to just show up when the stream goes live. In this way, you'll get notifications ahead of time because you can click on the ones you want and you'll get those notifications. That's number one. Number two, this would be an easier way to follow my scheduling. Right now, how do you know what it is that I'm going to be doing on any of my
Go to your
content?
YouTube page or your Twitter
Well,
page.
I post up a schedule every single night, once on the community tab here of this channel, last thing I do at night, and also on my X/Twitter feed at They Call Me DSP. I post it up at the same time and I make it my pinned post overnight. Now also, as you know, here on the Level 1 podcast every morning, I usually talk about what the schedule will be for the rest of the week. It's a segment of the show. So there's various ways you can find out my schedule every single day. Well, if I'm posting up all of my streams like this daily, or I say
Yeah,
weekly,
he was over
they'll
600.
be up so early,
Now he's
you'll
under
already
5.
know,
Now he's under
you know,
600, which is
what's Phil
hilarious.
doing this week?
He's
Check
gonna
out
cry
the channel.
about it.
All the streams are there. You should have
Guys,
any
we're at
questions. All the streams are there.
658
Click on
just
the one
3
you're
days
interested in.
ago.
That's it, right?
3 days ago, we were at 658. Now we're down to 582, guys.
Now,
That's a good point.
The
I can't
thing
change my
I
schedule.
see
I cannot
here-
change my schedule. Immediately changes the
like
schedule.
those are the pros. The pros are you know the schedule ahead of time by looking at the channel rather than having to look around for the schedule, different tabs and stuff. And you can set up notifications. But what are the negatives? So I would say negative number one would
Requires
be,
effort from DSP.
I don't know if setting up streams early shows up in subscriber feeds. I don't know how it works because I don't use them. If I were to set up 6, 8, 10 streams all at once, would you get a feed that says, oh, Phil set up 10 streams and they all ping your inbox? Would it annoy the living shit out of you? Or would you only get a notification when each stream goes live? I don't know how it works. All right, so that's question number one I want to propose to the viewers. Because the last thing I would want to do on top of all of the content that I'm already uploading is now to ping you even more with tons of these notifications of streams.
You literally used to
One person just
upload
said, no, it
individual
doesn't. It won't
matches
show up
on
in your
Street
live
Fighter.
feed. Then another person says, yes,
Not
it does.
10-minute
It's
videos,
annoying.
individual matches. He did it so much he got hit for spam on Google. Google suspended him for thinking it was
So immediately I get
spam.
conflicting data. So I can't answer. I don't know yet. I need more feedback than that because two people just contradicted each other in the chat. Okay? Great. So that's number one. It shows them all it's too much spam. Okay. So that's number one. I need answers on that. Number two. Okay? Here
Google
is
it
the
to find out?
problem
No, he can't do that, guys.
that I'm foreseeing. For example, we literally just talked about this a few minutes ago. I don't know how today's going to go. I don't know if we're going to finish the Resident Evil 4 DLC or Lies of P, or if we're going to end up needing another additional stream. I have no clue. Because of that, I can't accurately judge what we're doing tomorrow, right? Like, I know for a fact we will do Assassin's Creed Mirage, but I have no idea what the night stream is going to be. It could be the Modern Warfare 3 beta, or it could be one of either of the games that I didn't finish today. That's 3 options. What am I going to do? Set up a stream? TBD. Could be RE4, Lies of P, or Modern Warfare 3. What's the point, right? If you don't
He
even know
could,
what you're
but he
doing,
won't,
then
'cause
what's
that
the point of
requires
even
more
setting up
effort.
the stream early? And to be honest, I do feel like this would be the problem setting up the streams ahead of time. On any given week, usually I at least know what I'm doing, maybe 2-3 days. But that's about it. After a certain
There you go,
point,
Greg. That's
it's kind of
perfect.
like okay, we'll kind of adjust it on the fly. We'll determine it throughout the week what I'm going to be doing. And if I come up with that idea early, I'll put it into the schedule. But it's not always that consistent. You know what I mean? Especially with the way of gaming that I am, because I'm an interactive streamer. A lot of things people tell me I can't really trust. Perfect example here. People told me the Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways DLC was 5 hours long.
It
They're
is.
6 hours in. I'm facing the boss of Chapter 5, and there's still 2 more chapters to go. So it's not 5 hours long. It's only 5 hours long if you.
It
play
is if you
solo,
don't cry
you
and
rush
beg
through it,
for
you're not reading
hours
logs,
every
you're not
stream.
interacting with an audience. You're literally just playing right through it and easily beating it. Right? That's not the case. I'll be playing hardcore. I'm interacting with the audience. I'm doing all the lore and everything. So yeah, it takes much longer for me. You see? So I can't even trust or judge based off of what other people have told me on how long it would take to beat a game. So this is the thing I'm thinking. Like, the only way I could even really do this reasonably would either be a week where I've already
Power Wash Game does not have
100%
DSP's
predetermined
condo. That'd be
schedule
hilarious,
early,
though.
or I could only
Getting
do
all
it
the
for like 2 or 3
snot
days
and
out,
mucus from his
tops,
post-nasal drip off the walls.
And then I would have to limit what I set up. So, I guess the question is, do you guys think there would be enough benefit to this, to setting up the streams early? Would you find it useful? Would you find it annoying? Do you think that if there, I don't know how it works with notifications, would notifications bother you to the point where you think it's more of a hassle than anything else and you wouldn't want it? I need feedback on this, all right? So please give me your feedback on this particular topic. Would you like to see streams set up early? How early? Is it annoying or not? Because based on what you guys tell me, I might either directly try to do this or not, all right? The thing is,
and he's
yeah,
rocking
it would
back
be a
and
little
forth
bit
on
of
the
extra work,
y-axis.
but the work would all be front-loaded. By doing it all at once, then I wouldn't have to do it later, and it would actually save me some time later, maybe, right? I actually have some days where I can get out of this office on the earlier side, which would be nice, right?
Not an office, it's a playroom.
Uncle Eddie Baxter says, I don't think there's any benefit. Everyone knows your schedule already. Now, listen, you're right. Unlike quite a lot of other content creators and streamers, I'm incredibly consistent. You know what time the podcast starts.
You know I'm going to start crying and begging
the first gameplay session
when he
starts,
shows up
and what
late.
time my night session starts, because it's the same every day, right? So you know that. But what about newcomers? What about people who maybe just come by the channel and they're interested in my content and they don't even know what's coming out? They don't know to look on the community tab. They don't know to go to my Twitter. They just go to the main channel page, and what do they see? Tons of videos. And that's all they see. Now imagine they went to the main channel page. Oh, wait. So he's doing this stream then, this stream then, this stream then. Well, I'm interested in this game. Let me click on that, and I'll check that one out later. Right?
That'd be hilarious, Timo.
Comment Frenzy says,
Guys, they're trying to assassinate me.
I
They
think
put
it'd be
my
useful.
condo
Super
on
easy
Power
to
Wash
decide
Simulator,
which
guys.
ones
It's
to attend.
bullshit.
Set them up at the start of the week or as early as possible.
They might be public info.
So there you go. All right, I don't know. 672 says, sometimes I'm late. Yeah, by what? 15 minutes, dude? Come on. Don't be ridiculous.
Yes, you're
I'm not
late.
hours and hours and
Constantly.
hours late. That's stupid what you just said. Especially because of your little buddy over there. You know who I'm talking about, who's very inconsistent. And you're going to tell me that I'm late. Time to look at yourself in the mirror, buddy. All right.
You're constantly late.
Anyway,
Every single fucking stream.
let's see here. Dabian says, I like the stream to actually be live when it says. Sometimes we get here, it's 30 minutes of music before we start. It's so much wasted time every day. That has literally nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. I understand that.
Yes, it
Feedback,
does.
Thank you. That's not the topic. All right? It's completely unrelated.
I don't have time to beat this game, guys. The game's too
I'm
long.
supposed to be setting
Well,
streams
then,
up early.
stop
All right? That's
talking
what I
for so
need to know.
long.
Not, oh, I might be here and have music playing on the stream. I know. I said I do that on purpose because when you have the music playing for about 15, 20 minutes, it allows more people to file in. If I turn on the stream and immediately start, half the people will miss the beginning of the podcast. And that's why I have that lead in.
But it's supposed to be 15 minutes from 1:45 to 2, but it goes on to like 2:10 because you're always fucking late.
I understand. Maybe it's a little annoying to you because you just want so much more content. But trust me, I do it for a good reason, and it's very, it works, okay? It's something I've done for years.
It just works.
Okay.
Until you know it doesn't and you're crying on stream begging for money.
All right. All right, so what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I need your feedback on that. Please let me know. And before we get to shout-outs and the like for today, all right, I have one interesting news story. So it is time for your favorite segment, my favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment, even the Skull's favorite segment, even Potion's favorite segment.
Doing cocaine and cocaine accessories?
It's time for Phil's day off. So yesterday was my day off. No, it wasn't. It's time for DSP News. And I have one new story
didn't think
today.
yesterday was his day
All right,
off.
what is the story? Well, you may not have been aware of this, but Final Fantasy 16 had a 6-month exclusivity window on the PlayStation that ends in December. So what's funny is we're almost there, right? And people are wondering, hey, does this actually mean that Final Fantasy 16 in 2024 will show up on Xbox consoles? That'd be interesting, because that was one of the major criticisms when it came out, is that maybe they're shooting themselves in the foot by only having this be a PlayStation exclusive game. You need a PS5 or you can't play it, right? Well, guess what? even though the exclusivity window is ending, all right, here's the truth of the matter. All right, listen to this.
You don't care because you already played and beat it. So what the fuck do you care?
Final Fantasy 16 will not be coming out on Xbox anywhere in the near future. According to a report by Games Radar, Final Fantasy 16 has a minimum 6-month exclusive contract with Sony, and it should be available, until December 31st, 2023, exclusively on PS5, but then that contract should expire. However, Sony has apparently been signing deals behind the scenes, clandestine, secret deals with many third-party video game developers. These deals, listen to this, prevent those developers from making games for Microsoft consoles. Specifically, Square Enix, the developer of Final Fantasy 16, will not be allowed
But you've already played and beaten the game, so why the fuck do you care?
Unless Sony decides to change their policy.
You've already played and beaten the game, so this means absolutely nothing to you.
What they're basically saying then is
give DSP
even
money.
though there's an exclusivity window, it's basically not really a window. It's just a permanent thing, right? Now, that's kind of confusing to me. Why even have the exclusivity window? What's the point of that? If Sony is signing these agreements, these behind-the-scenes agreements with third-party game developers stating, well, hey, you want us to prominently feature your game, we'll give you that big push or whatever, sign the deal with us, make the money on our console, but you can't be on Xbox, right? That's really not a 6-month exclusivity deal. That's just permanent. It will never be on Xbox, right?
So then buy PS5. Oh wait,
this is why
DSP, you already have a PS5, so why do you care?
Anything from Square Enix regarding Final Fantasy 16 coming.
You already own a PS5, so why the fuck do you care?
That makes a lot of sense why we haven't heard that. They're just not doing it. They don't care. But you know what gets me about the whole situation is if it's real and if it's true, what's the difference between this and what Microsoft is attempting to do by buying Activision Blizzard, right? I mean, yeah, Sony doesn't own the third-party companies, but they've got these agreements in place that they can't make games for the competition anyway, which is what's the difference between that and them outright owning it? Not much. I mean, they have less creative control, less control over what the companies are making, but still, to me, that just sounds ridiculous. Like, Sony is so up in arms about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. They've tried at every step to try to prevent it. They failed. It's going to go through at some point. There's just ridiculous amounts of different kind of roadblocks and things that keep popping up.
The fuck are you doing, DSP?
Over and over and over. But the deal will eventually go through. It's just kind of a matter of time. And the waiting of... I'll be honest, yes, waiting for this thing is annoying. That's how court systems work. Court systems are so outdated and ridiculous that it could take you years to get something from 5 years ago to finally get some kind of a resolution. It's ridiculously stupid, okay? So, yeah, this whole deal probably should have went through a year ago. But that's just how these court systems work, all right? But what gets me about the whole situation is Sony just was complaining nonstop about how Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard would be unfair competition. And you're like, yeah, but you're literally doing this with third-party companies at this very moment. You're paying them to not put out their games on Xbox. So what are you complaining about?
He just wants every game to be on Game Pass, so he doesn't pay for games anymore.
Practice.
But don't get me wrong, game on Game Pass, great. Starfield, Lies of P were on Game Pass, so I played them.
So,
but I'm not going to cry. Guys, every game needs to be on Game Pass, so I don't have to pay for another game for the rest of my life, guys.
Would it sell more? Would more people be talking about it? Because, man, that game, it got hyped for about 2 weeks, not even. And then people just stopped talking about it, dropped it like a hot rock, moved on to other stuff, and you don't hear anyone talking about Final Fantasy 16 anymore. That's a shame. This is a franchise that used to be synonymous with RPG greatness, and people just collectively have admitted, man, that game was just not as good as we thought it would be, especially when you had other games like Baldur's Gate, and now you've got Phantom Liberty and stuff.
I don't know how good Baldur's Gate is. You haven't played it.
In comparison,
you refuse to play it.
better games, right? So, I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen here, but my observation is it's kind of hypocritical of Sony to be acting out against Activision Blizzard acquisition and things like that when they're literally doing these exact same practice on a daily basis with other companies, right? So there you go. All right. It is time for some shout-outs. All right? So,
Shout
as
out
you
his
guys
favorite
know,
segment because you gave him money.
as I've already mentioned, I'm an independent dude. I don't have any product placements. I don't have any advertising for other companies. I don't get paid to play specific games, which is why you don't see me play 100 indie games you never heard of on the channel just to get a paycheck. I don't run
You
many
should,
or any
though.
ads on my channel that I can
You
help
would have
because I
such
can
an
get more
easy
than
time
average
getting
an
free
entire
games.
stream. I do all this for a reason.
You're an
All
indie
right?
game
Because I
developer.
want to put out the best
I get a hold
content
of you like,
that's
hey,
meaningful.
I want a free
control
copy.
the
You
level
only got
of
6,000
advertisement
subs.
on my stream.
Alright, I got 200,000 plus subs.
I hope.
Alright,
that
well, we'll
the
give you a game code.
truthfulness, The
You'd have such an easy time getting free
level
games, but he
of
doesn't
honesty
fucking do
about
it.
what I say about games and content that I put out is meaningful to
How
you.
much money could he
And if you
fucking save
find
if he
this
just
content,
did all the free games he
curated
could
content
get?
designed specifically for you as meaningful as such, I would hope that you would reciprocate and support.
Reciprocate and give me
I've been
money.
around for 15 years. A lot of my contemporaries have either faded into obscurity and they're gone, or they had to completely sell out. And I haven't had to do either of those things, thankfully, because of your support.
Because
So
of
if
his
you
begging.
still enjoy what I do on a daily basis, right? Please support it in one of the following ways. Liking the streams, liking the videos, engaging with the content, which means talking with me, leaving comments,
Giving
on
me
the videos.
money.
That engagement is key. It brings more
And of
people
course,
to the
don't forget the
channel,
most important
especially during
part,
this
give me
very
money.
busy gaming time of the year. So if you like the content, please support it. Please engage with it. Okay? That's number one. Number two.
Yeah, because I got into a program
Things
where
during
it's
live
like,
streams
hey, if you have
that
1,000
support,
views average
well,
for the
you can do a
past
super
6
chat or a super
weeks,
sticker.
you can
Both
apply
ways
for
you
this
can
game
shoot a
code.
chat. You get a nice
Like,
little
I don't
message
think I
on
got
shout
that,
out.
but I still
A
play anyways.
membership or a gifted
See if I
membership
get
to the
lucky.
community. These are key to the success of the channel, and you get tons of benefits right now, including access to a ridiculous amount of emotes, the ability to nominate games at a priority level for the Halloween marathon coming up, a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. You can ignore the slow mode rules of the chat. There's tons of benefits to being
But
a
your
channel
chat is so
member,
slow, you
okay?
don't need to ignore slow
Sadly,
mode.
we just lost a ton. Take a look. We lost like 50 members overnight. Apparently, there was a giant amount of members last month.
From
They
over
expired.
600 to under 600. Womp womp.
That definitely sets the channel back. So it'd be great today if you're enjoying the content, if you could support the channel in some way. A great way would be to give some memberships to the community. There'll be a lot of people around who are willing to accept said memberships, and I'm sure they would appreciate them. Okay? If you're watching on demand, you could always leave a super thanks on a video that's eligible. This is a highlighted comment with obviously some kind of monetary contribution attached to it. If I see a super thanks on a video, I always am sure to like it and thumbs it up, favorite it, and respond to it to say thank you. And then, of course, there's tips. Tips are direct contributions to my PayPal.
Jinx
These help
appeared
the
as
stream
soon as
in a big way. Number one,
he said he was going to
right
not
now,
show
I have
up.
to spend a
Like,
ridiculous
yeah, that's
amount
not
of money in the next
suspicious or
couple of
anything.
months on all these big new releases. This is the biggest, busiest time of the year for games. It's also the most expensive. So tips directly
So
aid
expensive,
that
guys, so
effort.
give me money.
Number two, tips I get right away. I could spend them on a new game or a bill or grocery shopping or whatever I need to spend it
I
on.
thought that's what the YouTube bill was
immediately.
for.
So that's why tips are such a great way to contribute. Number three, I get the most out of tips. As opposed to other methods of contribution, which are all still well and good, I get more of what you tip me than anything else because there's middlemen involved who all take a cut, and with tips, there's the least amount of stuff taken out. So again, it's another way to support this channel. in
Just a
big way,
tip.
and that's why, because tips
In
are
this case,
so
holla holla for the dollar dollar.
special goals.
Robert Carmichael.
$50 raised on a stream, put on
Thank
Gunner
you, down here,
glasses,
aren't
and
you? Yes, you
$100
are.
you can
Awesome.
vote for a silly hat for me to wear.
Thank you for
I have
continuing your
tons of them in
support.
that closet
Love
to
it.
choose from. At the top level, tier level, you could vote on a silly vest for me to wear. Here's the good news. The hot weather's done. Finally. So now we should be moving forward all with cool weather. All right?
It was
And anything would be
71
eligible.
degrees
Any
as a
hat,
high.
Any vest. It's not like, oh, it's so hot I can't wear a nice vest anymore. I got to wear a light one. No, everything's eligible now moving forward, hopefully for the rest of the season. So that's good news, right? So please consider contributing, supporting the channel. Tipping is a great way to do it. thanks in advance to anyone who supports. So here's my goals. My goal for the week was 650 members, but that's when I was at like 620 something. I don't really think we're going to get 75, 80 members by the end of the week. I'm just being honest. So
being honest, guys, so give me money.
Back to around 600 and then go from there. So please
94. Damn.
That's kind of my preliminary goal for the
week.
I
woke up this morning, it was about 48 degrees.
Every
probably one of the reasons why I felt like shit,
because
it was a little chilly.
Last night we did not do that, not even close with the Call of Duty stream. So it'll be great to get the momentum back today and start hitting those goals again. Thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. Now let's do shout-outs. We start with Guitar Player doing the first super chat of the day. And he says, I played a match in Call of Duty beta. It's just Call of Duty. I mean, you're right. It is definitely modern Call of Duty, for sure. However, the reason that it really, interested me was because it was the maps that I remembered from back in the day, 14 years ago. Maps that I played the shit out of, that I got crazy kill streaks on, that I kind of love. Not to say that they're exactly the same, because they're definitely not. But I love those maps. I would love to play on them again, So that's really what attracted me to it.
He'd had to be super desperate for that. He had to be super desperate for a $200 feature.
I'm sure Jasper appreciates that.
But who knows? He might get desperate eventually.
I appreciate that, sir. On the tip side of things today, we start off today with a $1 tip from Slayer. So he has a big message regarding the private react video that I filmed him last night. All right. That is not Slayer at all. I completely butchered that. Wow. That was not even close. Okay. So. Slayer says the following. I want to say I enjoyed your reaction to the Singapore foods that you reacted to last night. Yes, for those who don't know, every month, Slayer gets or purchases a private react video off of my Patreon. And if you're interested in doing something like that, you can check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. It's $50, and for a $50 pledge, you get about a 20 to 30 minute private video. It could be Q&A where I answer your questions. It could be a react
so he needs something new to do, but he won't do anything new unless you tell him to do it. Then pay for it.
So this month he bought an hour-long react video, and he had me react to
Can't automate. He got banned from Streamlabs. Womp womp.
Which is a group of content creators who taste all the food and do tourism content in Singapore. So first it was like 20 minutes of Singaporean snack foods. Then it was high-end restaurant food in the giant Singapore area, showing off all like the big hotel locations.
Yeah, he shows up at DSP's condo.
And then there was another one.
DSP has to bust out the hatchet.
A Gordon Ramsay restaurant, and that was really interesting because I've never seen the food at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant before. So you actually got to see the food there, and basically it was an hour long of me watching and reacting to all of that. Some really fun stuff. A lot of people like my takes on food, so you might enjoy it. All right. Anyway, he says he's going to send me an email to answer some of the questions I actually had during my own reactions. And he said he thought my reactions to some of the prices were quite hilarious, but he's curious about my thoughts about the whole video in general. And he says, by the way, that video is live on my channel for anyone who wants to watch it. So he has a YouTube channel where he uploads all my react. I've been doing these for this guy for a year. A lot of it's K-pop react stuff, but he's done more variety in the last few months. And this is probably one of the bigger.
Oh, Parbs, don't. No. We don't need to see that, Parbs.
Anyway, yeah, for example, there was a
Derek.
$430 seafood platter that they got. Now, admittedly, it was incredibly high-end seafood. It was like double lobsters, mussels, live oysters, clams, ginormous prawns, right? Tartar, like tuna tartar, salmon tartar, like crazy. And it was an insane tower of food, but it was $430. And 3 people ate it, so it was like, so each person's bill that day was like $150, right? It was absolutely insane.
Couldn't imagine. I don't even like seafood, let alone
so that was
$130 worth of seafood.
I was like, so they go to the Gordon Ramsay restaurant, right? And I was like, oh, Gordon Ramsay, I've always wanted to see his beef Wellington and try it, because you always see his beef Wellington on shows like Hell's Kitchen. But you wonder, what is it really when you eat it, and is it any good? So they ordered the beef Wellington, and I'm like, oh my God, like that's so cool. That's something that I would like to try one day myself. You know, me and my wife, and we go to a Gordon Ramsay
restaurant. But you'll never do that.
Wellington. and then they listed that the price was about $70. And I said, I think that I can skip the beef Wellington. I don't need to eat that. So, yeah, those are some
You're
of my
paying more for the
reactions there,
experience
sure.
and the bragging
I
rights
think
of
you'll
eating
enjoy
at
it.
a Gordon
You
Ramsay
guys,
Rams.
have never seen
Gordon
the
Ramsay
stuff I do
restaurant.
for Slayer. You should give it a look. It's quite entertaining stuff, and I think this video is quite good. So give it a look. It went live last night on his channel, all right? So thank you, Slayer, for the first tip of the day, and I look forward to the email with your answers on some of the questions I had about that food. Okay. All
I say
right.
like Gordon Ramsay has become more famous for his TV shows than for his food.
Let's see here. Okay, I received a $10 tip from Dan the Man. He says, shout out to all of my ooses. Thank you to Dan the Man for the $10 tip. By the way,
I just like I can make a really nice pasta dish that lasts me a few days for the same price as what DSP gets for one meal from IHOP.
We're currently on the 9th of October. This month has 31 days. Here's what I'm thinking. About halfway through the month, I might switch up the animations. I might make it that the high-end animations that you guys have only seen like once this month, I'll make the low-end animations, and then flip these low-end animations to be the higher-end animations. Because you guys have seen a ton of Frankenphil, the Jurassic Park animation, and the Chucky animation. But you've only seen the Dracula animation once, and you've only seen the Beetlejuice animation once. And I feel like those are getting basically not used. And I don't like that because I think they're amazing animations. So I think around the middle of the month.
So you tried to bait them into
15th-ish,
tipping for the $100 animation, and it didn't work.
See those more often. But you guys got to remind me, because if you don't remind me, I will forget. I know I will. So please
Gin
remind me around the middle of the
brain,
month
it's a hell of a drug.
about that. And I would like to maybe do that so you could see the other ones. Because the thing is, a lot of time and effort was put into making them. And it's kind of messed up.
But not by him.
Like
someone else made them.
Month. That's kind of shitty. I would much rather have you guys see them than have them be unused. You see? So, there you go. Of course, if someone were to tip $50 or $100, we'd see those right now today, and that would be really, really cool.
Hint,
Because they're really good
hint.
animations. But I don't know who said that. Who said that? I don't know who said that. So a very creepy breeze, like a ghost on the wind, just blew into my mic and said something. I don't know who said that.
Bag, bag, bag. He doesn't want to be
Must have
Mr.
been the
Bag.
ghost of Ebenezer Scrooge saying that, right? Anyway, all right. So that's what I've got so far, and you didn't hear any. Oh, I had nothing. I didn't hear anything either. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear Jack Diddley, right? Twisted Resistor says, "Do I have my Halloween costume picked out?" No, we're doing it this week. On my day off this week, my wife and I are going out. There's 2 Halloween stores in my area. We're going to go to both. We're going to find the best one. We're going to get it. So we're going to have the costume secured as of this week. You know, we were out 3 weeks ago and we saw them early. There was a few that we had good ideas on, but we didn't do anything at that point. But we're going to get it secured this week. So that
Start Bernal using this is going to be great.
Last minute rush. So there you go. All right. Hello to everyone. Hello to Juan David. Hello to Broseph. Hello to Jade. Jade is saying he hit level 35 with Melina. Now he's working on Katana. And once again, he has to take a Benadryl for allergies. He might not talk that much. That's all
Yes,
good.
get drama
Good
alert
to have
on
you.
this.
Jex Gaming says you should definitely play the beta again this week. It'll be on Xbox for you. There's going to be another map added. Oh, when is the Xbox beta? When is that? Maybe I'd be interested
Google
in
it.
doing that.
Do
Like,
your
and I don't know
job,
if I can play it tomorrow or
DSP.
not, simply because I don't know what's going to happen with these games today. I might need that stream to finish the games. When is the Xbox beta? Hello, Bill.
Keemstar needs to keep my name out of his mouth. Keemstar tried to pay you 50 grand and you turned it down. And they got what, 2 episodes in? You could have gotten $25,000 per episode. But nope, it's too much work for him.
Today. Have I ever made homemade fries? No. I don't have a fryer. I I wouldn't be able to make homemade French fries.
You have an air fryer. You
Oh,
stopped
that's
using
fine.
it because it was too much
Frozen fries
work to
baked
clean
in the
it.
oven. I mean, everyone's done that.
You didn't want to keep cleaning the air fryer, jackass.
All right. So what do you guys want to talk about this morning? We have a little
Guys,
bit of
he's
extra
tired
time
already.
on. We have a little
It's
bit of
not
extra
even noon
time
his time.
to
I
discuss
actually might
whatever
be
you
noon
guys
now.
would like, whatever you're up to talk about. I'm gonna try opening my blinds a little more because it's completely cloudy outside today, like it's supposed to be. I want to see if if it screws up the lighting or not. Hold on. I don't think so. How's that? Now that's
I was really hoping he'd harp on the the local
too bright.
podcast not working.
Darn it.
Just so he'd be
I
like,
wanted to get
hey, you know, you could have gotten 50 grand for
light,
2
or,
episodes.
excuse me, maximum air, but yeah, look how bright it looks. Yeah, I gotta fix that. That's too bright. Go back to that. What a difference. Just a little bit of, you know, blocking the light makes. I mean, holy crap, it looks completely different. Okay.
Do they still have a make your own stadium and make your own team? So I can make a Toledo team or I can make an Ottawa team?
Dan the Man says, any thoughts on doing a GoFundMe to get a new PC? Okay, I've talked about this
I'll say
many
the last
times. All right, allow me to
year I
address it
played was
again.
what, 2012?
All right? I have no doubt that if I ever were to do a special
2014?
fundraiser or a GoFundMe or whatever it
16.
may be, I probably
I'd look
wouldn't
at
do a GoFundMe. We just do like
shelf.
a special fundraiser stream or something, right? That if I did one, we would actually hit a goal and I'd be able to get a new PC. I'm 100% sure of it because you guys are so supportive. But I understand that you guys are not an endless well. You understand? Like, you're not a bottomless pit.
I need to
of
be able to buy WWE
financial,
champions, guys.
you know, support. I know that. You're normal people just like me, right? So
No one's just like you.
the thing is, I know that if I were to do that, what would ended up happening is then support would probably be very slow and or dry up for like a month or two after, because people already gave as much as they could for this PC, and then we're stuck, right? That is kind of the endless problem with being crowdfunded like me, is that I understand that I have a limited amount of support that I can get from my viewer base. It's unfair.
I'm still
to
gonna
be
cry and
asking
beg for it,
someone
though.
to completely empty their pockets so I can get a new
And mind you,
PC.
PCs are even
Here's the
cheaper to
deal.
make now than they were
If
before
my
because the
PC
cryptocurrency
broke,
mining stopped.
right? Or was on its last legs, and I could no longer make content. And then I said, can you
You got a
guys
brand new
help me
laptop.
right now?
You got a brand new laptop and a mini
I'm
PC.
desperate and we need help for it. That would
You got
make
a
sense,
brand new laptop
right?
and a mini
Or-
PC.
but
You don't need
look,
another
in the
fucking
last
PC.
year, my content quality has gone up, correct? Like, the visuals are better. The lighting is better. The quality of the on-demand videos is better. The quality of the streams is better. Everything is better. Do we really need an upgrade right now? I would argue right now we're pretty good. Like, we can almost do everything that I would want to do. A few limitations here or there, but for the most part, we're good, right? Like, I'm not, like, a year or two ago,
You
I was
have a
much
mini
worse
PC
position.
and a
It looked like
laptop.
everything was so falling apart and outdated, but now the things that were kind of falling apart have been fixed or
That
replaced.
4080
The
would go to
only
waste.
roadblock is the PC. That's it. Like, everything else has kind of been dealt with, right? It's just the PC. Of course, that's the most expensive part. That's the biggest problem. But that's the thing. I wouldn't want to all of a sudden be like, so I've decided now is the time to get the new PC, everyone. Big marathon event going on. We're going to do it. It's going to be a big fundraiser.
Oh, he
to buy
definitely
this
wants a new
and all of
PC.
that.
Just so he
You
can
know,
brag
PC
about having
supported or
it.
Whatever. And then what happens is I get the new PC, and it's great, but now no one can support, you know, the streams moving forward for like 2 months, and now I'm screwed. I can't make the money to pay my bills and stuff because I bought a PC. You understand? So I wouldn't want to do that. Plus, like I said, I would feel kind of like being, what's the word? Disingenuous. Like, right now, I know I don't absolutely need it. Eventually, I will, but right now, I don't absolutely need it. So why am I gonna?
I don't need it right now.
My viewers, if I don't
Oh,
really need it.
but you will
You know,
need one
years ago,
eventually.
when I
Oh,
was
wait,
in
you got a
Mr.
mini
Bankruptcy,
PC and a
I had to
laptop.
do marathons frequently to make money to pay bills to get by. I don't want to go back there. I don't want anyone to make a correlation.
mini PC was literally
Chris
just
Wingate's
for
old
one
days
game.
Where every month he's running a marathon fundraiser.
And he played a, what was
with
it,
the
that
goal, and he tries to make all this money.
Chrono
That's
Trigger.
Really not the goal. That's not the.
He
point.
literally got the mini
See,
PC
when I do a
for
marathon
one
now, it's
game.
just for fun.
He will never use it
That's
again.
It's just for fun. I don't even care what I
Womp
make
womp.
during a marathon. It's just to have a good time with you guys. I like that. I like the fact that I'm out of those darker times of my life and I'm not back in that situation. So if I were to do something like that, it would have to be for something
Your back taxes,
really
save the
a
house,
concerning need, right?
Josh's blood
That's
work.
the thing. If you're constantly asking,
He didn't want the
asking,
Chrono Trigger
and it becomes a
on Switch.
constant,
He wanted it on the real
then
version,
It doesn't feel
so he got it on Steam.
needed or special or important. correct? Like, you guys know daily, I have goals I set, things that I like to do. I don't have to hit them every day, but as long as in general support's coming in, that's great, right? But if I was here every single day, and if I was yelling and screaming about being upset because I didn't actually hit my goal, oh my God, I didn't hit my goal, how dare you, right? People wouldn't care anymore. They'd be like, what the fuck? What's your problem? It's all you're talking about constantly. I don't want to be like that.
That's how you are now, though.
my
You're
feeling
literally
is if
like
I were
that,
to do a
right?
GoFundMe
Meow.
for a PC or whatever, people would say he's gone back to his old ways.
Dread Ryan
He's now
smash up
actually,
his
you know,
electronics with
doing
a
these
baseball
marathons, asking
bat.
for money again and shit, and we thought we were past that. And honestly, I feel like I am past that. I don't want to go back there. So, I guess we'll have to see what happens. All right.
Or find out what transformer goes to his condo and then shoot the transformer. Like, guys, I
Yeah,
lost
see,
power
I'm
for like
damned if I do
18
and I'm damned if I
hours.
don't.
I almost
So
died.
why push the problem at this point? You know, if it becomes a problem, if this PC is showing signs of that,
I said I got 64 gigs, but that's because I went overboard.
Then we'll.
Of course, at the
probably do
time,
something, but
I'd have a
right
car
now I'm
payment,
not
so
seeing
I
that,
could go overboard. And now I got a car payment. Womp
Okay.
womp. Only 3 more years to go, guys. Actually, yeah, starting next month, it'll be 3 years to go. Yay, then I'll have money again. Alright, it's not that bad, thankfully, but...
Jane really enjoyed watching.
See, I bought my
videos
stuff
yesterday.
individually.
I'm
It's
glad
like,
you did.
right, this month I bought this month I bought this. On the 3rd month, I bought the rest and then put it together, and voila! Kick-ass computer.
Damn, do you hear those birds outside?
No DSP.
Those birds were going crazy. They're loud over there. Wonder what kind of birds those are.
Detractor birds are gonna break in. Better be careful with their DSP. Might be evil AJ outside your window.
All right. Anyone else got questions that are rational rather than absolutely ridiculous over-the-top questions that are nowhere set in reality?
Can you stop begging? No, I can't stop begging. I have to beg. If I stop begging, I'll lose my house.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of birds they are. They're very loud out there. Sounds like several of them talking to each other.
They're talking about you, DSP. They're calling you an asshole.
Oh, I got this PC 2014. Yep. When I moved here, I had no intention of getting a new PC. My PC was still working. But then within a few months of moving here, all of a sudden my old PC was having problems. Like, it wasn't turning off properly. It was having, like, all kinds of issues. And I was nervous it was going to stop working.
So it's
And I
been
said, well, I already
years
spent an
now.
insane amount of money moving.
It's been
I might as well
years
just
and
go
you haven't
for it
saved
and
up a
upgrade the
single
whole setup.
fucking
So I
penny.
did. So it's a 9-year-old
So you've been having
PC.
issues for years and you've not saved a single fucking penny.
Yes, Juan, we're all aware it's 25 days to your birthday. You update us every day. Thank you.
20
Do birds scare me?
$500
No, not really.
computer. Can't save up
Yeah,
for it,
DDP
guys.
Yoga for my back. I have it. I bought it over a decade ago. It's sitting in my closet, and I can use it whenever I want. We found it during the closet cleanup event last summer.
But you still haven't used it.
Jasper Kitty.
You could start playing the game.
Nut.
Get into the gameplay early. Maybe actually beat the game.
Do I think they will nerf damage in Street Fighter 6? I have no idea. I don't know what they're going to do.
Play
Does
the
Jasper attack
fucking
birds?
game.
Yes, he jumps at the back door and pounces against it when birds are nearby or flying by. He absolutely wants to go after birds. This idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
No, he doesn't want to play the game. Just wants to sit there and beg. This is ridiculous. Now he's letting in manual banning people.
Howard, I don't know the link to Slayer's channel. I make the content for him. I don't then go watch the content on his channel after the fact, so I don't actually know the address to his YouTube channel. I'm sure many others do, because people have watched it, had the stuff on there, but I don't know where it is. I don't have the link. Would I invest in a bird feeder? No, because we already had one. And it made an insane huge mess in the backyard. Every day there'd be like insane amounts of feed, shells, and shit all over the ground. And it was such a mess to clean up it was not worth it. It got really disgusting out there, actually. So,
But you don't go
what we
outside,
do
so
is
why
we're
would you
gonna
care?
Put like a bowl of shelled peanuts out there, and all the creatures come and eat it, and by the end of the day, all you got left is the bowl. That's it. No mess, because it's just peanuts. There's nothing, no pieces to be left. They eat them all. So that's the best way to go, in my opinion. The bird feeder with seed, that shit makes an insane mess.
But the dude, that
Yes,
kind
I
of
did
seed
like
costs more
Callisto
money.
Protocol a lot when it came out. It wasn't the best game ever, but it felt unique enough from Dead Space. It didn't feel like Dead Space. It looked like Dead Space, but it didn't play like Dead Space. So I actually really enjoyed it. While a lot of people hated it, I enjoyed it. Dan the Man has gifted a membership to Tyrone. Congrats, Tyrone, on the gifted membership.
Tyrone!
Thank Dan the Man, and Dan, thank you for allowing me to at least get some momentum here to get us back in the right direction.
Intent.
Man, losing those members sucks. It really does. When you get that momentum going for like the last month, we've been growing, and then all of a sudden, boom, losing like 50 members sucks ass. So hopefully we can get those back. Hummingbirds are probably really cool. They certainly sound awesome,
very pretty.
do they not? The premise of them having those long beaks, they suck nectar, and they're like constantly beating their wings like ultra fast, and they're really cool looking birds.
Wore a cat out and I was going to wear DSP out.
Shovelmantastic, if you haven't noticed, you're literally the only person talking about Street Fighter 6 experiments and statistics. No one cares, which is why I'm kind of ignoring you. This is not.
You're the Street Fighter guy.
Apparently, that's what you're.
You
focused
built
on
your
right
entire
now.
character around
No
Street
one here today
Fighter.
is talking about Street
So
Fighter.
how dare this guy talk about Street Fighter, guys?
Just give up.
I don't care about Street
No
Fighter.
one's gonna talk about that.
You literally, like, your entire
Wrong day,
personality
wrong time,
is
no one
based off
cares.
of fucking Street
Like
Fighter.
Lies of P more than Elden Ring? Man, that's a tough question. Like, Lies of P is everything that I like about a FromSoft game, right? It's hand designed that every part of every level is interesting and intricate and fun. All the bosses are unique and interesting and different. There's not a lot of crazy repetition in the enemy types. That's like the best of what makes FromSoft games great, correct? Elden Ring's a great game. And it's got some really awesome things. Like, I actually think that some of the dungeons and things in Elden Ring are some of the best I've ever played that FromSoft has ever put out. At the same time, Elden Ring's just too long and has too much bloat. The open world is not fun by the last third of the game. It's just boring and tedious. So,
Because you suck at it.
it's kind of a mix for me. I really like Elden Ring, but I don't think it's the best thing that FromSoft ever did, honestly. While Lies of P tried to definitely do the best they could to try to be like what people want from FromSoft, even though they're not FromSoft. So it's a tough decision to make, honestly. I love both games. Is there a surgery for postnasal drip? Not to my knowledge. There's nothing foolproof now. No. And by the way,
I love how bad
unlike
people in his chat for not
other
talking about
surgeries,
him.
the surgery would be
How dare you guys
considered
talk about the
completely
football
optional,
game that's on today?
therefore,
It's not
health
about
insurance wouldn't
me.
cover it. Okay? Like, for example, if I had a debilitating injury and I went to a doctor and I had to have surgery to fix it, that's covered by health insurance, at least to some extent. But this would be something they consider, well, postnasal drip isn't something that ruins your life. It's not life-threatening. Therefore, health insurance would never cover it. They would tell you, much like cosmetic surgery or dental surgery or things like that, oh, that's just cosmetic, so you have to pay for it, right? Well, I can't, I can't pay for it. So, not much I can do.
It's never his fault.
Couldn't I claim it messes with my sleep? The thing is, it usually doesn't. Like, there'll be mornings when I wake up, and like today, and it's like a faucet is running down the back of my throat, and my throat is completely full of gunk, and I'm like, oh my god. But I can still sleep. Like, it's not like I'm not getting sleep because of it. You know what I'm saying? So, again, unless it becomes a situation where my life is dramatically affected in a negative way,
Like not being able to go 5
Or
seconds
becomes
without clearing your
life-threatening, and you have
throat.
to prove that to say a doctor that could then vouch for something, and you know what I mean. From what I'm gonna understand, there is a surgery that people have used. It's not foolproof. It doesn't necessarily work for everyone, and so because of that, just off the bat, it probably wouldn't even be approved by a fucking health insurance board to say, oh yeah, we'll pay for that surgery or whatever. Let's see here.
Oh, someone else new to ban. Oh, digging that ear. Oh, I thought he was gonna dig until he hit brain. Oh wait, there was no brain to hit.
Is Jasper sleeping right now? Oh, I just heard him walking around. I heard his bell jingling. So no, I don't think that he's sleeping right now. Oh.
Professional in his pajama pants.
Oh, here he is. There's Jasper Kitty.
Run, Jasper, run.
Hello. People asked where you were. People asked where was Jasper Kitty. Do you want to see the peoples?
Yeah, he didn't mute. He just didn't do it because he can
him.
totally 100% control
He was
it.
looking up the stairs at me, and he saw me, and he ran up the stairs. And I said, Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty, say something. Now he won't talk. He meowed to me in the hallway, but now he won't meow to me. There you go. You guys were dying to see Jasper again, huh? Jasper Kitty. So rarely talks in here. Why are you so camera shy? You love being on camera, but you won't talk in front of the camera. Why not? Jasper.
Only Jasper could blink twice for help.
Jasper's like the frog from Looney Tunes? Yeah, I guess so. He's insanely talkative, except when people are watching, then he won't
Hello,
talk.
my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my
Tail is in
ragtime
face. How dare
gal.
you put this tail in my face? How could you? I got to show. How dare you put this tail right here in my face? How could you do such a horrible thing? How could you do that? The kitty tail mustache.
Come on, Jasper, go for the throat.
Turtles are not camera shy. Yeah, because turtles probably couldn't even be fast enough to move out of the way of the camera, right? Actually, I've seen some zippy turtles. I've seen some pretty fast turtles. Those are the water-based ones, right? Like tortoises are slow. Tortoises are land-based, while turtles can be pretty fast in the water. Jasper. Jasper Kitty. He won't talk. I give up. I tried. Oh, let's see here. No, I've never played a rants game. I don't know what that is.
I hell doubt he's ever watched Jasper. They clean themselves, guys. Why would I want to wash him? They
I just
clean
got a
themselves.
$1.30 tip. Someone completely being insulting. Would you ever rebrand your underperforming React channel into a politics channel for the new year? No.
It is
First of all, what's hilarious
underperforming.
is you say it's underperforming. On
It is
what
underperforming.
scale are you judging that? Because you have to understand something, all right? Success is not based off of YouTube views. If that were the case, some of the dumbest people on the planet are successful. I don't even believe that. I just think,
You are
YouTube
one of the
views
dumbest
is
people on
based
the planet,
so many
so-
silly things that it doesn't matter. Views have never mattered to me whatsoever. Since
View,
the
view,
moment
views.
that
I don't
my
want to be Mr.
contract with
Views.
Machinima changed from a
Then you
view-based
cry and beg for
contract
views.
to an ad-based contract. You understand? I don't care about views at all. What I care about is people enjoying the content and supporting it, and they do. People enjoy and support the content on the React
But when they
channel.
don't, you start crying and
I
begging for more money.
make a decent amount on a monthly basis on that channel for the one show a week I do, and every once in a while doing movie reviews, which, by the way, tonight I think I will review Halloween Kills. I think I should have time to do that later tonight.
You have all the time in the world
You know,
because you have
like-
literally nothing else going on in your life.
Just because you look at the videos like, oh, they only have a few hundred views. And? What's your point? I'm making a living doing this. You realize that, right? I make a whole full-time job out of this. Even though I don't
And
have
yet you're still
viral
crying and
views, you
begging for
understand
money.
how significant that is. How different that is from the formula that most YouTubers abide by. We must maximize the appeal from widespread viewers who just don't fucking care or could put a thought in anything they do because they rely on, they need that. I don't need that. I have people who love
I need
what
you
I
to
do
just hit me
and enjoy it and support it for what it is, not just because it's popular. You understand? In fact, I'm not popular, but I'm still successful. That's harder to do. Get it? But no, I don't want to do a politics channel right now at all. I'm not interested in it. Maybe someday in the future, but not right now.
Well, you said next year. That would be the future, jackass.
All right. Any last minute questions or shall we adjourn? Because we have to get set up and get ready to continue on and finish Resident Evil here.
You could have started half an hour ago, jackass. Which would have given you more time to beat the game. Why would I want to beat the game, guys, when I just cry and beg for more money?
No? All right. We can adjourn. Sounds good. Good podcast today. Now remember, the two things I need feedback on. Number one, what did you think about Modern Warfare 3? Should I play the beta again? Should I get the final game? Why do you think the support was slow last night? I need feedback on all of that. That's all number
Because
one.
no one likes you.
Number
Shut
two,
the fuck up.
Thoughts about setting up streams ahead of time so that the schedule is kind of pre-known. There's pros and cons to doing that. I'd like to hear your feedback on both of those. So please, by all means, do give me your feedback on those. And that very well could influence...
Wow, nice loud throat
moving
clears
forward.
right into the
All right?
microphone. Thank
But
you.
in the meantime, I would like to say thank you all so very much for chilling with me here on the podcast. And happy Halloween.
Wow, that is so bad. Why are you playing this over and over
Whoa.
again?
Whoa, did you see that? What was that?
Yeah, you played it for
Hold
10
on.
seconds too long, dude.
Ooh. Well, that's exciting. Anyway. All right. So, let us get set up here. I am going to take a break to use the restroom before we begin.
Of
so
course
there will
you are.
actually be a short ad break before we begin, but then there'll be 3 straight hours and hopefully the conclusion of this Resident Evil 4 DLC, which I hope you guys are looking forward to, or else why would you be here? Thanks
To
for the
watch
early
you suck at
support.
life.
And my goals for today: number 1, to hopefully get some more members because we lost like 50 overnight, and number 2, to hit the tier 1 tips goal for the day. Those are my 2 goals for today's stream. Okay. So thank you guys in advance again for your support. I really appreciate that, and I shall return shortly after this brief ad break and bathroom break. All right, guys, thank you, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Should have gone to the bathroom before the stream. Just saying. That's what I always make sure to do so I don't have to do it during the stream. Oh god, that music, no. Yeah, let's turn that down a bit. We don't need to hear that. Go back in time and save your channel, you still wouldn't do it because you'd rather be spending money. It's not begging, it's crowdfunding. By begging. I'm not gonna be watching his bullshit today. I mean, shit, I still got hours until one friend wanted me to come over home and clean out his truck, then we're gonna watch Monday Night Football. But he hasn't got a hold of me, so I don't know if he's still doing that or not. So maybe I'll get more, Liza P in. Because I do want to do it with that mod. Once you guys see what mod I'm talking about, you'll be like, okay, yeah, you can stop playing this game, what the fuck are you doing? But, until that time comes, I want to do it again. I say I haven't heard this music since the last time we did a Reeeee stream. God, music's so bad. How about a commercial break? Oh, where is?
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
Ha, so easily amused. Raiders. Fuck the Packers. I'm a Vikings fan, so I hate the Packers. I said, of all the things I've made in my life for my channel, that is probably one of the favorite things I've ever made. I didn't even make it for me. I made it for GTG. I don't have that one. I don't know who made that for him, but they did fantastic work. The only GTG one I have is the one that I made for him. Yeah, so GGG ads are fantastic, and gee, DSP, people were happy and ecstatic to make them for him. Like, he didn't even ask for him. It's just like, hey, people made this because they love my channel. They love the thought of Storybox. Of course, I had just the idea of the Folgers commercial. It's like, well, what if we did it for Storybox? Like, that's what happens when you have a community of people go, hey, we like your stuff. We're gonna make this for you. Because people want to do it for you. Because they like you. As opposed to being yelled at. You assholes need to make me stuff for my channel. Why? Because I said so. Oh, it was fantastic. Especially since my fan's a 49ers fan. My friends was like, yes! Let's do this. Just watching like, yes, kill him some more. Beat him some more. And he's like, man, we're beating them. Like, they need to bench Purdy. I don't want to watch him get hurt again. Yeah, you're not wrong, but I need like 12 more yards passing from him. Then I got the yards. I'm like, okay, now they can bench his ass. God, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Because I've been focused on the gameplay. I know, focusing on games? Who would do such a thing? Let's see, last time was... Oh shit, it's been almost a month. It was on September 11th. Damn. And it was Starfield, Liza P, and then this. I love that he has that, a word from the king, he's an ally, and I was like, but then he uses the most horrible, racist, homophobic slurs. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Of all the stuff he gets in trouble for, I'm sorry he's not getting in trouble for using the Who Let the Dogs Out. Like, does the company who owns that song not care, I guess? Ah, fuck. Yeah, I can't handle this music anymore. I can't handle him anymore for the day. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm so hoping he doesn't beat either the DLC today or Liza P tonight so you can bitch about, guys, I'm on the final boss fight, but I'm still gonna beat it in the stream, guys. They lied. They told me it was only supposed to be 6 hours long. I've been playing for 12 and I still haven't beaten it, guys. Well, that's a you problem, DSP, not me. Because when he can't beat it in time, he's gonna cry about it. He's gonna whine. He's gonna bitch, and it's gonna be funny to see the clips of it on Twitter. That time, let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day. Because I know I sure did.